Hello and welcome to One Stop Co-op Shop Streamed, your one stop for co-op news and playthroughs. And today we are playing through Marvel Champions. It's Friday, Terence. What's up?
Not too much, Just excited to get back to Marvel after all this Earthborn Rangers nonsense.
Oh man, we're
Not really.
we're starting to anger.
I'm excited to get back to Marvel.
What was that? I'm sorry.
I'm excited to get back to Marvel Champions, though.
No, it's been a lot of other stuff, but this is our go-to. This is our
Yeah, it's nice to have the that rock, that stable foundation that you just base the rest of everything else on. I was talking to Mike this week, and he thought I was playing Earthborn Rangers with you because he just assumes anytime you're doing a stream with someone else, it's with me now. That's what he told me. He's like, well, did Steve kick you off the stream? Like, why is Peter playing with Steve? And I'm just like, I think that was always the plan.
Well, yeah. No, I was going to play with Steve. I mean, I would have called you as well. But you and I ended up playing earlier in the week. So we did.
Yeah, it was fine. It was probably helpful that we played earlier before you played on stream.
For sure. No. I mean, I was going to play it solo either way, even if it wasn't cooperative. We got Successful Geek on. He says, Happy Marvel Evening. That's right. Fridays should be official Marvel Evening. I like it. This is so much better than ERB, he says. All right. So Earthborn.
See, I'm not the only one, man.
Whatever. You guys, look, it's my number one game, right? So I'm not going to say it's not better than Earthborn Rangers, but I think you guys are being a little harsh here. Come on now.
The bar's just set really high, Peter. That's all I'm saying.
I mean, you can't expect a game in its first, couple days of development, or, first couple months of development, to be as good as your favorite game of all time.
It's only my second favorite game of all time.
What's your favorite, Terence? Go ahead. Oh, gosh.
Lord of the Rings.
All right. I think...
Come on, you knew the answer to that. Come on. I felt like you
I was hoping for a better answer. I got to be honest. So I got Leader of the Guardians, so I just threw aside Nova Prime. So by the way, Jay Atkinson says, "What's up? Fight me, coward." Nice. He also says some Earthborn Rangers looks a little blah and maybe too mellow. All right, so apparently this isn't the crowd for Earthborn Rangers. I think that's the thing. We got the hardcore card gamers here.
I think if you're coming here and you love Marvel Champions for what Marvel Champions does, you're just not going to get that out of Earthborn Rangers. So it makes a lot of sense, I think. When Mike and I talked about it on stream, I think that the card play, if that's what you're here for card games for, that's just not what you're getting out of Earthborn Rangers. For me, I think it kicks the crap out of your seventh continent and other things kind of in that space and genre, though.
Believe it or not, I may hold on to this hand, except for I got rid of Nova Prime. So, Leader of the Guardians, I think I want to get out early.
You gonna keep Gutsy Move?
I mean, there's 8 threat on the scheme to start, right? I kind of feel like between Daring Escape and Gutsy Move, I can remove 6 of it on turn 1. That doesn't feel terrible, does it?
And then the villain turn on turn 1 is going to be exciting.
I mean, do you want me to not do that?
No, that's fine. You thwart for 3 though, right? Because that benefits you. I actually thwart for 2 with that out. Nice.
Yeah. So do you want me to then get rid of Gutsy Move and Daring Escape as well?
I mean, it's up to you. It kind of depends.
You're probably
on how
right.
much you're
Gutsy
gonna
Move
play,
should
though,
go
right?
because Daring Escape I can thwart for 6 without needing anything else, right? So that's pretty good. We got that going for us.
Right. Yeah. I feel like the 4 encounter card turn 1 is a lot to take on.
I mean, it would only be 3, Terrence. Why you got to exaggerate?
No, I mean if you're gonna do Daring Escape and your ability,
then it would be 3, right?
Well, it'd be 2 for you, and then we still have to do the 2
Oh,
cards.
you mean 4 total,
so
not
4
just.
cards in total.
Yeah. Look, I'm very self-centered, Terrence. You know this about me. All right, so that's it. I think I want to get crew quarters out if I can. I think I want to get helmet out if I can. I want to get all this stuff out, so I hope I draw some garbage that I don't want to play. I mean, that's the other question. All right, so here's let's talk strategy here. Do I just keep these 2 cards and know that they are the cards I'm going to play to play the helmet and crew quarters and don't draw cards. So here's the benefit of drawing cards. It's getting you deeper in your deck, right? But the benefit of not drawing cards is, what if I draw some of my favorite cards and some of the best cards in the game? Should I just...
I think that's fine if like those are the cards you want. Like those are good cards to have out. The hand size one. I mean, he just has so many upgrades actually. But you also have to remember to get your element gun. So are you holding that, or how do you pay for that?
That's a good question.
Or
so element gun's 3.
It is.
I'm probably gonna hold it then.
Here, let me.
I think that's the bottom line is I hold it now. So search your deck for the element gun. So,
here you go.
Oh, you got it for me. Thank you, sir. You're a gentleman and a scholar.
Yeah, I play him enough where I still forget to play.
Well, I would have looked,
and I'm just like, oh crap!
Because honestly, I don't even remember his action. I could trade out the element gun for the top card of my deck, right?
Yeah.
And maybe that
which honestly
it's
wouldn't
not
be
terrible.
terrible.
I mean,
right?
if I'm not planning on playing it anyway. All right, so we got a bunch more people in the chat. Let's say hello to everybody. We got our favorites, Victor Von Doom and Brant, here from Step Into the Portal. Welcome, guys. Marvel has all my money, says Victor Von Doom. I don't think any other card game can lure me away. And I am on your page. Although, if somebody else like Mike buys it, I'll certainly play it. Which is funny because Mike's the one buying the game, not me. I mean, that may change.
Yeah. I feel like you're so positive about it, but you're committing nothing to it. You're just like, yeah, this game's fun, entertaining.
You're exactly
you're
right.
Just like, well, yeah, I mean, I don't have to drop.
Well, here's the thing. I was so negative on it going in. Like everything I heard about the game, like turned me off so bad that like I was so negative that it was real easy to get me to a very positive state with that game. I expected nothing or garbage mechanics, and I actually think the mechanics were fun. Like I enjoyed everything I did in that game. So but like everybody else said last night, I want to see a lot more. And they just don't have it at this point. So we can't answer a lot of the questions that we have about it. But anyway, all right, so what are we doing tonight? We are doing something fun.
Not playing Earthborn Ran, just playing Marvel Champions.
What are we doing in Marvel Champions? So I think we're doing something kind of fun. We decided to do something stupid. I was like, all right, I'm going to play Star-Lord. What's the dumbest thing I could think of with Star-Lord? And it's playing a leadership deck, which is obviously very ally-focused. And playing that against Collector, who just hates you for having cards, right? Or for wanting to chump allies. So I was like, all right, let's see if I can make a leadership deck that'll actually work against Collector. And then what's your theme on yours?
I mean, just standard Drax protection. Just gonna punch him down. I think one of the things when we talked about in the pod, we talked about a Star-Lord Drax thing where we wanted to have an epic ending turn where you just had a ton of cards and then we could pay back and kill him before those cards were revealed. And we'll see if we can pull that off.
I will say I've played this deck all of 0 times, and I don't build leadership normally, so this will be fun. So let's see what we have here. Jay Atkinson says, I've dipped my toes into Lord of the Rings and I'm enjoying it. He also says, but I have all the Marvel right now. And then Brent says, I played my first Quest of Descent tonight. It was fire. Well, I will tell you what, we are playing it tomorrow night. Mike, Jerry, and I are going to play tomorrow night. Not on stream. I don't stream live stuff, but I'm sure that Mike will be doing a video of it this week. I don't know if it's going to come out this week or if it'll come out next week, but yeah. So we're going to be doing the new Descent game. I don't know. We'll probably have a podcast about it, not this weekend, but the following weekend. Mike and I are just planning on literally grinding. I don't know how big the campaign is. We're planning on grinding quite a bit of it this week. So we'll see. Pretty exciting. I hope we like it as much as you do, Brant. Victor also says, started Arkham Horror, but it was just too much to collect, and Champions came out right as I was starting. Easier to get in on the ground floor. That is always true of every LCG. Of course, at this point, there's a lot for all the games, including Marvels, to get into.
Yeah, that's probably true, but, Colin got in, like 8 years into Lord of the Rings, and he turned out
Well,
okay.
Colin's a maniac. We all know that. Brant said this should be
Yeah.
a quick game. I guess one way or the other, it's going to be a quick game. All right, so when he's revealed in player order, each player must choose to either put the top card of their deck face up into the collection or take 3 damage. You know what? I'm going to take 3 damage. Boom, boom, boom. Yeah, I mean, I've got crew quarters, right? So, I mean, I heal one of it.
Yeah, I think I'll take the 3. Maybe I'll just recover it as well, because I'm not going to have a big opening.
So wait, am I daring escape on turn 1?
It's up to you.
All right. Well, let's see what we're gonna do. All right. So you first or me? All right.
You can go
Let's
first.
do it. All right. Well, obviously, I am going to pay Nova Prime to put out my crew quarters and heal myself 1. Since I said I was gonna do that, crew quarters is one of my new favorite cards. I almost feel like it's an auto include at this point. For 1 to heal 1, I mean, it just seems way better than the +2 to recovery, which you almost never need to use twice, right? And, you know, if you use it just once, that +2 to recover, then crew quarters does the same thing. But crew quarters also gives you the benefit of, if you flip over and you don't want to exhaust, then you don't have to. You can just get 2 hit points back. So I don't know.
Yeah. Did you see there's a new basic card I think that's coming out that allows you to ready an alter ego.
Oh, see, that'll make recover much better. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and take a card. Just doing it right off the start to put Leader of the Guardians out, and I will go ahead and thwart for 3. And you tell me if you want me to daring or escape or not. I don't need to.
Are you feeling lucky?
Punk? Do you? I'm going to put my helmet out. I mean, that's another reason to just draw more cards, right? Why not? Doing it. Daring escape. Let's ready. What do I draw a card?
Yep.
Oh, yeah, it was going to be my gun. I knew that. And we will thwart for 3 more. The question is an encounter card worth 3 thwart? We're about to find out. I'm guessing your answer is no. This isn't
Probably
Ronin.
not.
This is Collector. Oh, you're talking about the whole campaign.
No, just in general, like I feel like in those calculus, you like calculate how hard, like what you think is going to come out of that deck.
Ooh, CITT. Oh, and you can use that to ready me.
Yeah.
Well, hold on.
I can't. I mean, I can't play it till now.
Right.
You went first.
I got you. Oh, you know, Jay put up brought up a good point. Crew quarters you can also use to heal another player. It is an alter ego action, meaning you have to be an alter ego, but it just says heal damage from an alter ego. It doesn't say from yourself. So, which is kind of money.
Yep. Yeah. There's definitely some timing there, and it definitely works a lot better in 4-player for being able to get the alter ego like alignment there. Yeah, I guess I just do it, right? Like, do I use CITT and hold on to Drax' other knife, or just play it?
I mean, what do you want to do with CITT? Hit him twice?
Oh no! If I use CITT, I can attack and then draw a card with
Go for it, man.
Mastery, right?
I mean, that's the whole point, right? That's what you do with Drax.
I hit him for 1.
Oh, you're so Draxian. By the way,
Okay.
we forgot to put this up here. You're going to want this to get your attack past 1. All right, you done?
Ready up?
I am going to get rid of
Yep.
Inspired. As much as I like it, not at this point of the game. All right, so I do draw 5 plus 2, so I draw to 7, so I draw 6 cards. Seems kind of good. Ooh, I got Bad Boy, I got Sliding Shot, I got Ronin, I got Hawkeye, I got Endurance. Everything's worth 3. I do have a double resource, so that's good. I can pay for some of it.
If you could, you would just take all
What
those
was
cards. I feel like if you could, you would just take like 4 encounter
to
cards.
pay for all those? Heck yeah, I would.
Yes,
yeah.
100%.
In that situation, yes, especially having sliding shot that I could do like 27 damage. Yeah, no, that'd be awesome. All right, so first things first, we have to add threat to the encounter. I don't even know how much it gets. It gets 2.
It's man. Yeah, now it's time to pay the piper, man.
What? Relax, just relax. All right, he's attacking me. Oh, I guess I should ready up, huh?
Yeah.
Defend this for 1? No, thank you. I'll just take this attack. That's 3. 1, 2, 3. Go for it.
Okay. I am going
So you're defending,
to No, I'm gonna sidestep this. So.
Oh, 0 boost.
I don't have a lightning, right? No. Okay. So, but I'll still do the prevent 3. And he takes 1
And
for
you still
retaliate.
get your thing. Did you retaliate on? So what did he start with? 29?
28.
Oh, you only attack for 1.
28.
That's so terrible.
I mean,
Drax,
what do you want me to do?
Drax.
I mean, if you want, I could.
No, it's fine. It's fine. It was certainly a better value. You want to get 2 more off the scheme and then add 1 more life to him? Yeah, I mean, it's way better value to do that. No question about it. All right, I'm drawing my encounter card. You ready for the fun? Y'all ready for this? Down. Hey, side scheme. Down. So how many go on this?
Oh, dude, you totally want to do
When defeated,
this.
the player who defeated the scheme may play a card from their hand, reducing its cost by 3.
It costs 3. It's like the magic number,
it's
right?
7. That is not like wonderful. I don't know that I can get to 7. And unfortunately, I don't have an attachment for Ronin because I just discarded it. All right, so that's the first one. Oh, another one.
Oh.
Sweet. Let's just copy that 7. Make it 7 more. The player who defeated this scheme may heal 4 damage. All right, that's a thing.
That seems like the better of the 2. With the
Peter
the hazard
Quill.
token.
You may flip to alter ego, choose to exhaust him, and remove banishment from the game. I actually think I'm going to do that. Oh no, but we do want to remove threat. I don't have to do it this turn, right? And that'll let me get one of these cards back on top of my deck, right? So I don't have 50 like ridiculous cards in my hand. And then this get removed from the game. I feel like that's the right move, and I can crewmaster myself. Crew quarters, whatever. Oh, what the? Come on. I mean, I certainly shuffled. I shuffled about 57 times. It's ridiculous.
79.
You know, I mean, that's a lot.
I think we call that that's some TTS
that's
luck
some
right there.
that's some stuff. I mean, it's no first turn Ronin and whatchamacallit, but it's getting there.
Night Nurse is worth it, right? Over to
Yes.
Thor.
For sure. Yeah, Night Nurse is so good because, I mean, of stun, confuse, whatever.
Well, do your action. What do you get?
Oh, I think sliding shot's what goes away, right? Because there's not really enemies to worry about this turn. Or do I get rid of one of my allies? Do I put Ronin back and hopefully he comes out with an ally? I think that's the call, actually, right?
Sure.
You're like, I don't care, man. Oh, look, I can get him back right now. Oh.
Well, that changes the equation a little bit, right? Because you can thwart for 3.
Yes. And Hawkeye could thwart for 2. And you could thwart for 2, which is
So
not
it's
enough.
5. Yeah, I still think it's worth me thwarting for 2
Okay.
on Magical
Okay.
Teapot. That's my vote. because getting rid of extra cards, at least for me, is good.
I
Maybe not so
mean,
much for
extra
you.
cards. Who cares about extra cards?
And I'll play Night Nurse out and get those
Very nice, sir.
tokens.
All right, I'm gonna crew quarters to get my 1 health back. Yeah, let's.
Man, look how much thwarting I'm
I
doing right
mean,
now. What kind of Drax deck
you're the
is this?
Drax Justice deck. I think we just proved that. All right, clearly I'm not getting my element gun out. Like of all the things I have, that is the by far the least important. Would you agree?
Sure.
I mean, you don't sound convinced.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like Bad Boy's potentially a priority for you with how low health you get. Though I think you'll get the 4 heal, so that'll put you
Yeah,
up
I'm
to
not getting
10.
it
That's
this
pretty
turn,
good.
but let's go ahead and do that. Let's go ahead and draw a card, get that bad boy out. I think Hawkeye is the next priority, right? Probably getting rid of sliding shot.
Yeah, even though you would have what, 9 damage on that shot?
Yeah, I still think I'm doing it. Hawkeye comes out, and
Wait. Before you do that, wait, do you? Oh, I guess Ronan would be the other one who comes
oh, if
out,
I
right?
daring escape, would you rather have Ronin? But there's no attachments for Ronin right now. I think that's a
No.
problem. So I actually don't know that I'm gonna daring escape. Oh, if I do daring escape, this goes down this turn. So it's an
Yeah, that's
even
what I
trade,
was
except
saying.
I just
That was
heal
the
up to
calculus.
full, and I draw a card, which is
Well, that and we don't have to deal with it
well, right. But I
anymore
mean, it's an even
forever.
trade, is what I'm saying. I'm taking a card um, to get rid of +1 card. So that seems worth it. So daring
Yeah.
escape, I'll draw a Ronin. I will ready. I will not thwart for
Well,
3.
it means you get the card and I don't.
Well, I mean, look, if anybody's going to get the card, it's this idiot, right? Like, that's the bottom line. So, just so you know, the reason Hawkeye is getting +1 is Star-Lord makes all of his allies Guardians, and I have Leader of the Guardians in there. So, he gets +1 thwart from that. And then I get 3 myself. So, boom, boom, boom. We're going to go bye-bye. I'm going to heal myself up to 10. I am going to... I drew my Ronin. Do I pay my gun to put out Endurance? I think so, right? I got another gun. I'm doing it. I mean, I just don't want to
Sure.
not draw a bunch of cards, right? I feel like if the choice is between Ronin and the gun, gun's got to go. Don't you agree? All right.
Sure. Except the gun will probably not go into the collection.
And what are you saying about Ronin? Ronin's my friend. Do you think he's going to go away? I don't let my friends go away. My friends are here. They're here for good. I hope they're here for good. Well, the bottom line is we have nothing in the collection right now, ironically. Now, that's that is definitely famous last words,
right there.
but I'm just saying. Oh, I should have 2 cards here, right? Because I paid for Bad Boy with drawing a card. I never drew one, I guess, for my readying action over there. Let's see. Maybe I'm wrong, but wait. Successful Geek says I learned more about Venom Justice. Seems to definitely be the best aspect for him. Oh, by the way, tomorrow I'm playing Venom Justice. I'm playing that Venom Justice deck. We're doing going back to an old school thing I did, running the gauntlet, where I start with Rhino and basically work my way up through Expert, seeing how far I can get. So I will be playing that Venom Justice deck tomorrow that you and I built, Terence. So I'm pretty excited about that. Successful Geek says, I might be wrong, I just feel that way. Jay says, it just seems great in any aspect. Weakest is probably leadership. Which is crazy, right? Successful Geek says true. Jay says, Leader of the Guardians makes Star-Lord insane injustice. Yep, and Brant says, did you start with 2 cards in the collection per the A side of the first scheme? Oops, did we forget to do that? The collection, the top card of your... Oh, we forgot to do that during setup. All right, let's just do it now. Thank you, Brant, for reminding us. Oh, man. I know.
Yeah, those don't be that sad.
I'll be honest. But we could have been taking these out of the collection before now, but we didn't. You're right, Brant. We were like, oh, we're outsmarting this by not doing his thing. We'll just take the damage, but no. All right, so you can either exhaust your hero or spend 2 resources to get these cards back into your discard pile. Alrighty. Well, I'm sitting on Ronan, and I think I'm good. Right? All right. Let's ready up. Boom, ba-doom, boom. And then I draw 2 extra cards again. So I draw 6 to get to 7. Oh, I have nowhere.
4 cards.
I have nowhere. And Ronan's my only thing that costs 3. So I was saying to Terence, why do you think I should get nowhere in my deck? I don't know that it's that good. And then I remembered, or in this deck, I didn't know that it was that good because I was like, I don't have very many Guardians in this deck. Then I remember, oh yeah, Star-Lord makes everybody a Guardian. So nowhere, ridiculous again, lets you draw a card. So I got First Aid, which will let me heal 2 from one of my allies if I need to. All right. Anyway, you were first, so let's go ahead and do your bad stuff. There is an acceleration here, so we will be adding an extra one. But he's going to attack you. What you going to do?
Yeah. I'm wondering if Subdue is worth it, or if I should... Because if I play Subdue, I can't play anything else.
Are you thinking about getting that med team out? I mean, Subdue prevents...
Well, actually, no. If I attack, I'll draw a card, right? And so then I could play 2 Stubborn and die.
Yep. Seems good.
So that seems
Go for it. So you're playing Subdue? Now, you could play that when he attacks me, right?
Yeah, would you prefer that?
You tell me. What do you think?
I assume you're the one that's going to flip and heal. And I'm
then
not.
That's fine. You're right. No, because you're not flipping. Yep, good call. I mean, I'm full right now, right? So I'm fine. It's fine. It's all fine. Once I get Groot out, it'll be fine.
Put top card deck face up in the collection.
So that's you, right?
Yep.
Aw, poor Cosmo. Why do you have all these wimpy allies?
Because I power novels.
Oh, nice. Nice. All right, so now he's going to attack me. Oh, did you get your counter? Did you take your 0 damage? All right. Yes. Well, I'm just going to let him hit me in the face. Yep.
Card.
And he gets the exact same card. What is up with this stuff? Oh, First Aid. That's fine. All right. Yeah. I've shuffled this a million times. I promise. They're just clumping up today. All right. Where are we at? So go ahead and draw your card. Oh, wait a minute. I need to take 1 more damage. I didn't take any damage, by the way. So I need to take 3. You would have... Yeah, yours was still 0.
I think
he would have done
3
to you. All right, draw your card.
Yep.
What do we get for doing this one? Drawing 2 cards. Ooh. Pretty good.
Ooh. Can you afford this?
3 lightning? I can. But that leaves me with nowhere or no Ronin. Which might be okay. I don't know. What does it do?
Hazard icon.
Yeah, it's not great. It's not great.
Yeah, and it goes in the the collection, which is awesome. All right, give us 3 cards.
Let's do this one at a time. Attach the enemy with the lowest attack.
What?
+3 to his attack. Seems good. Do you have 3 fists? Nope. I don't have 3 fists.
Do I even have 3 cards in my hand now?
Alrighty. That's going to be a fun one. Surge and reveal the top card of the encounter deck. So there's that. So let's deal with these things. Oh, there we go. Another thing. Oh, wait a minute. Are these are worth victory points, so hold on.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. It's gone forever.
It's got to go. I mean, I feel like we're getting all of them, though, which doesn't feel good.
Well, if you get rid of it, you can ready.
Wow. That's not the best. Oh, you know what? I've got Bad Boy, so I am probably going to use that next turn. Are you going to be able to take the +3 hit, though? My goodness. That does not seem... View the cosmos when revealed. Put the highest card cost from your hand face up in the collection. Or discard the highest card cost from your hand, then place threat on the main scheme equal to its printed cost. I think threat on the main scheme.
So that's basically
right?
Ronin. Sure.
I mean, don't you think? Well, I don't know. With all these acceleration and things. What do you think?
I mean, you lose it either way, right?
What are you saying? I'm confused by your statement there. Yes, we are losing right now. It's not great.
No, I just mean you lose.
Well,
the
right.
card either
But
way,
where
so.
do you think it should go? Do you think it should go here, or what's our bigger threat right now?
Well, if you put it there, that puts us at 50% in the collection.
Right, but I also feel like with 2 acceleration, each with 7 on them, and this with 8, I don't think there's a right answer to this. is what I'm saying.
Yeah.
All right, guard and patrol. I mean,
Okay.
that's a thing. I can't even kill him.
Okay. Your first.
I mean, that's
turn,
not
huh?
great. You got to be honest.
Yeah, he has patrol, so you
can't
can't even
thwart,
thwart,
I can't.
right? Can't you? Can't you Hawkeye?
Oh,
him,
he does
though?
get Hawkeyed. I'm sorry. He gets Hawkeyed when he comes in. Boom, boom, boom. Let me see you say Hawkeye. All right, Hawkeye's going to kill him. Right? I mean, boom. To get.
Yeah, because you have to be able to thwart, right?
Now that's a shame. That is a shame. Right there. So I can take 6 off of one of these, and I guess you get the last 2. And then, do you want to do this one only because it lets you draw 2 cards? Or do you have a 3-cost card you want to play and do the top crystal ball? I mean, I think readying is the worst of these options, right?
I'll take the 2-card draw.
All right, so we'll do this one and keep the 2 acceleration.
Yeah, just because I feel like at 5 attack, I don't want him to have an extra boost.
Right. All right, so let me take 3 off. Let me do Daring Escape. Why not? Ooh, I can't do that though, right? Take another card. I think taking other cards at this point is probably a bad idea. When you use basic thwart power or basic attack power, exhaust the ally you control. So I'd have to exhaust the ally. So that's a whole lot of nothing right now. I think I just pay for nowhere and pay for jet boots maybe. What do you think?
Sure.
So 1, 2 for nowhere. I mean, none of this is ideal. Oh, or did you want me to get rid of the lightning bolt +1 card thing?
It's a tough call because it means that you can't play. You couldn't have played Daring Escape.
Right.
It's fine. You already made the
Yeah.
decision, and you drew the card, so I feel like you can't take it back.
So 1, 2. Where's nowhere? I don't even know where I put it. Oh, here it is. There's so many cards down here. And jet boots. I
Yeah.
mean, jet boots are pretty good.
Yeah. At the rate you're.
Hey,
you're
I only
drawing
got
nine
1
cards,
extra
seems
this
great.
turn, buddy. I feel like I'm in a good spot. This is going to be a problem, though. This is going to be a real problem. Oh, I never readied myself, by the way. So that means I get to take 3 more off. Boom, boom, boom.
All right. Yeah. So I'll thwart. I guess the last of that. To draw 2 cards. Do I CITT to ready myself?
Go for it, yeah. So Brent says, Ronin is no good here unless you have first aids. And guess what I do? And not only do I have first aids, but I also have the ready for actions, which let me get stuff. So, yep. I was thinking ahead on that. I got 3 of each of those, by the way. And then you draw a card.
Do I
Yeah.
just attack him?
Because if you get a lightning here, that would be good, right?
3? 3 damage to him, right? And then
1,
draw a
2,
card.
3. Is it lightning? Boom! I mean, I feel like that's the right call, right?
Yeah, at the cost of a lot of health.
What do you mean a lot of health? Because of the cloak?
Yeah, I had parry and payback in my hand.
So here's the problem, and this is where we always get ourselves into trouble. We're at 6 in the collection, and this is going up 4 a turn. So we're over halfway done with this as well. So, I mean, it's all looking aces right now. I mean, I'm pretty set up though. I mean, to be fair. We'll just see if it's good enough. Ooh, Yandu. And team training. And my gun. And first aid. And ready for action. And inspired. So, I got some stuff. I mean, Yandu and inspired feels like certainly where I want to go, right? And then maybe first aid Hawkeye. Keep him in play. Keep him happy. And that way he can help thwart.
Yeah.
All right. But before we do all that, we got to do this. 1, 2, 3, 4. Which is not great. And at some point we're going to have to think about this collection, and we definitely got to worry about the fists here. So I do have 2 fists. You don't have any. I mean, if I play Yandu, I will get it. I will draw a card. So I could draw that 3rd fist, and then I couldn't put inspired on him, but that's okay because I got 2 more of them in my deck, right?
Well, you already discarded one, right? Take your attack, man.
So he's going to attack me. I am probably going to bad boy it, right? I mean, I feel like that's the right move here, but we'll see how it goes. So I'm getting attacked for 5 plus this. Put Psychic Ghost into play. Engage with you. So if I flip, then he's going to scheme. One revealed you're confused. If you're already confused, take a damage. Oh,
he's not revealed though.
So what do you think? Do I use poor boy here, or do I just take that 5 damage to the face?
I mean, that would drop you down.
No, don't forget I have jet boots.
That'd be 7 in
total,
so
it'd be 4
right?
damage. 4, 5, 6.
6. That drop you down to 4 health, man.
So you think I do bad boy? I mean, drawing 2 cards isn't bad. It might help me get rid of this too, right?
Yeah.
All right. So I ignore the 6. I flip. I draw 2 cards. I got 2 fists, so we're good.
Yeah.
Oh, I feel like Giant Man is pretty good. Although, oh, wait a minute. When he came in play, Hawkeye, right?
Sure.
I mean, that's why Hawkeye's here. All right. Where are we at? You get attacked.
My attack.
Oh, I didn't add 2 threat from this ghost.
Sidestep. Yeah. And I take 3.
Oh, bad boy to collection. I was just reminded. Ah, no. This is getting ugly. Thank you, Steve, from Beat the Games here now, too. He asked if I'm running regroups. I don't think I'm running regroup. Which one's regroup?
It's the one I told you about, but then it's the 1-cost support that allows you to put the card back in your hand.
Yeah, because it's collector. That's the reason I didn't do it.
Regroup goes into the collection.
Right. Not your ally, but I'd rather just use first aid to keep the ally alive in the first place. Now I understand where I can't chump with them, but one of these days I'll find Groot, and that'll be good. I mean, he's got to be in my next couple hands. Where are we at, by the way?
I just took my attack.
All right, and you're still at 11 life?
I sidestepped, ran 3 of it.
Nice. Yeah, because he attacked for 5 plus what? Oh,
1.
6?
6.
Nice. All right. So, sorry I missed all that. Let's go ahead and draw our cards and see what's next. Oh, a psychic shark.
He doesn't quick strike you, so that's nice.
I mean, that is nice. And he gets shot to the face with an arrow. So, I mean, I might need help with the psychic shark. Gotta be honest. Don't know that I want to take
He's not psychic. He's just a star shark.
Oh, he's psychic. Oh, okay. Why? All right. Stuff has been clumped today, for darn sure.
Oh, cool.
What does he get? What's this?
Anytime he takes damage, you prevent it, and then it goes in the collection.
Oh, just this? So we could just poke him for one, right? All right, so I feel like this is an issue.
Uh-huh.
I mean, I don't know what else to say about that. I'm going to crew quarters to heal myself. So I got that going for me. Do I try to get Giant Man and Yondu out? I don't think there's a way to do it, right?
Don't you need Giant Man to pay for the triple fist?
No, I got 4 fists.
Oh,
I mean,
you also have the option to top deck
yeah.
if there's a card you know you're not going to do, like
Yeah.
Element Gun or something.
Yeah, well, I'm not going to do ready. Oh, yeah, let me put Element Gun because that's too expensive. Although, 3 damage, but there's no way.
Yeah, maybe you do play Element Gun.
There's Groot, by the way. Well, Groot can mitigate some of this damage, right? So we got that going for us. So maybe I don't need Giant Man.
I mean, you could card Groot in, right? For free.
Right, well, that's what I was thinking about.
I mean, Sliding Shot's useless, actually. Because you don't have an Element Gun in play.
Oh, correct. Well, right. I mean, Sliding Gun, Inspired, and Team Training are gone to get rid of that.
Wait, am I first player?
Oh, you are. Yep.
Leading Blow. Who do you want me to attack?
How much are you doing? 4?
4 minus whatever the boost.
Maybe hit one of the sharks and then you hit them again. Right? So it's 4 minus what?
Whatever this top.
4 minus nothing.
4 minus 0.
All right. Well, that makes things look a little bit better.
All right.
Me.
Oh man, it hurts so much when he hits you.
When who hits you?
Collector.
I mean, I think we get rid of the sharks, right?
I mean, do I do it? Do I say fight me, coward? Ready my hero, draw a card.
Ready your hero and draw a card. The villain attacks you. Oh, but I can do this hero action. Oh, no, I can't because I'm on the wrong side. Is that an action?
It is an action.
I mean, you probably want me to get rid of this +3 attack before he does that, right? The problem is then you got cards you can't use. So that's your call. It would get you the 2 cards you need to pay for Mantis, who could just heal you right back up, right?
Yeah. Man, that's what I do.
Go for it.
All right. Give me the boost.
All right, so he's attacking you for 5 plus... Oh, God.
Yeah, just parry it, right?
Do you have a parry?
Yeah.
Probably +3. So he would have done 8.
I prevented 8 of it. Right?
Wait.
Double.
Oh, double? Sweet. Yeah, I mean, that worked out. Thank goodness you drew that parry. That's like drawn into a backflip right there.
Yep.
Steve
Come at
says,
me, bro.
Steve says the collection is going to pop. Yeah, it's not looking good right now.
So at this point, I wonder, do I Drax to just from the collection? Or you want me to punch something?
Well, if you punch something, you have 2 to pay for the collection, but that's discarding Mantis.
Yeah, it seems terrible.
What?
But I feel like you want me to punch something. But then it goes into the collection.
Right. So, yeah, maybe work on the collection.
I mean, what's one card you get me? Not a lot, right?
Well, again, one card could make you buy something out of the collection, right? So,
But not the cost of Mantis. I feel like Mantis is so crucial.
yep. All right. So, what are you getting out of the
All
collection?
right, what do you want? I don't need any of these cards. The
I mean, I don't
allies,
need any of
because
them,
they're
but
just
Bad Boy's nice, but I don't need it.
take Bad Boy.
All right. So you're done?
Yep.
All right. So I'm flipping, obviously. Putting Groot in for quote unquote free, which is a relative term in this situation.
Yeah, I feel like you keep saying that, but can't help but feel we're behind this hole because the villain's super accelerated.
Well, I mean, yeah, that's what Groot does, right? Or that's what what's his name does. Star-Lord does.
I feel like your first tip to me in Star-Lord was do not use his ability every turn.
Listen, buddy. Relax. I mean, do you want me to pay Yondu first aid and ready for action to have
How are you paying for all that stuff, I guess?
No. Do you want me to do that instead to have paid for Groot? I could have paid 3 of these cards instead of taking this extra encounter card.
So what's Groot doing? He's punching something?
Groot's going to punch something. I'm going to first aid Hawkeye, and Hawkeye's probably going to punch something. Although Hawkeye only does 1, so I don't know. Maybe he'll thwart.
He can kill the shark. Shark only has 1.
Yeah. All right, so let's do that. Ready for action to first aid. Boom, boom. Punch. Bye-bye, Sharky. Baby shark doo 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 doo. Baby shark doo 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 doo. Baby shark doo 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 doo. Baby shark. I mean, Groot could punch this other one, and then I could take something out of the collection. But then we still have all this stuff to deal with.
Then you're plus one. You're plus 1 in the collection at that point.
Or do I just double thwart with both of us? And Groot will just take some of this damage for me. Right? Do I just thwart the main down? And then use these 2 cards to take another card out of the collection?
You may use the 2 cards to take card out of the collection.
I'm gonna do it, even though it sucks.
You thwart.
But
you thwart for 2.
What do you want? Do you want Ironheart or Cosmo?
I don't need anything.
All right,
I don't
I'll
need
take first aid
stuff.
back
Take
then.
your
I feel
defense.
like first aid's gonna be useful here.
So do you want to punch that guy out?
Punch this one?
Yeah, and then you thwart for 3.
No, I think I'm just gonna honestly, I think I'm just gonna take these. I've got Groot to
And
take
then hold
some
Groot.
of it, right? I mean, taking 5's a lot, but I feel like, well, maybe that's right. All right.
Yeah, but you still have to take his attack, right?
Well, that's what I'm saying. Yeah. All right. So,
Oh, this also goes in the collection, by the way. I retaliated on him, right?
so wait. Oh, is that gone? And we put that in the. Wait, is that the thing I? Oh no, this goes in the collection too. By the way. Oh gosh, we're at 8. This is awesome.
Yeah, I don't know if you can. I don't think you can take him.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I can't kill it. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, I think you
I
just
have to worry about
face tank
threat.
this.
So I'm gonna take 5 off the main, I think, right? Or do you want me to start working on one of these side ones and then I'll take it down next turn? Maybe I do 2 on this and 3 on the main.
Sure.
And then next turn I can probably take that out. Oh.
Yeah.
Or is readying better or paying 3 less better? Well, with this deck, it feels like paying 3 is better at this point. Oh, I played Groot. I don't think I drew a card, by the way. Did somebody say that? Yeah, somebody said you draw for nowhere. Oh, there's an element gun. Well, I'm just going to hold that. I feel like at this point, I probably am better off holding that. All right, so I draw 5 more cards. Huh. Okay. I'm not angry about all of this. I got gutsy move also.
Seems good.
I mean, although I don't want to take encounter cards, right? So we'll see. All right, where are we at? Yeah, I mean, we've got to deal with the collection. Like, there's no question. All right, so we are going to add 4 more to the main. You got boots to mitigate a bit. That's true. What happened to his barrier? Which barrier? Oh, is that the thing? He
Retaliate when you take any amount of damage.
He retaliated when he attacked Drax. So the retaliate took it off.
4. I think I do that just so I can play Mantis. Is that right?
So what are you doing? You just taking it?
Well, I could use Mentine to pay for preemptive. But I feel like I just take the 4 and then play Mantis. And then draw the card.
Okay. So that's you. I'm going to just let him attack me because I don't want to lose Groot to a stupid 3 draw. So I'll just take it. It's 1, so I'm going to take 3 damage. 1, 2, 3. I'm going to take 2 from this one. And then he's going to block the shark.
Well, shark is indirect.
I mean, does it matter? Doesn't he still retaliate? Or not retaliate, but get his life back? I mean, I guess I could theoretically put 1 somewhere else, but I'm fine with him taking 1 there. Right?
Sure.
Oh, it adds threat when it's removed? Threat in the main scheme equal to the amount prevented this way. All right, so 1. Thank you for pointing that out, although I kind of hate you for pointing that out
Collector
at the same time.
Collector also takes 1.
What was that?
Collector takes 1.
For what? Oh, from your retaliate. Cool. Do 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 baby shark do 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 do.
All
right. I'm not happy with this whole collector idea. Maybe collector. I mean, I haven't contributed to this except for card draws, right? Wait, what is this? Your -1 attack.
Yeah, it's terrible.
So the problem with getting rid of all these things is, again, they're all going to the collection. Getting rid of these, they don't go to the collection, so we got that going for us. All right, so did I draw an extra card? I did, because I only had 1. Oh, by the way, I should have used my boots, so I'm going to take 1 less damage. Because there's no reason I wouldn't have used my boots. The villain schemes. Oh, we may have just lost. We almost certainly just lost. Yep. 5 more to the scheme. All right, man. I feel like we got super unlucky there early. You want to run it back?
Yeah, I feel like you can't take that many cards probably. Because pulling out just minions just puts a ton of pressure on the collection.
Yeah, so I'll slow play it a little bit.
I think we would probably have to slow play a little bit more.
Yeah. All right. Well, that's all right. That's why we do this, right? Lessons learned. Let me see. Actually, is there a way to just clear this? Clear should probably work. And then let's go ahead and search for my deck. Oh, although, never mind. All my cards are there. I don't need a deck.
Wait, did you just clear my cards that were in the top right?
Yep. So go ahead and draw your deck again, which is fine if you get your deck number. Terence, you know I make bad choices all the time. It's part of my MO. It's part of my charm and wit. It's not really part of my wit. It's my lack of wit. Now, I wonder if I can collector again. That's...
Or is it out of the bag and gone forever?
Object is placed. No, it's not. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. All right. So clearing doesn't work. Oh, maybe start? There we go. Boom. The only problem is we don't have our whatchamacallit decks. Or our whatchamacallit cards. So I probably shouldn't have deleted that. Also.
Just reload the bot.
Alright, never mind. We're going to have to reset the whole thingy. This is clearly not going to work. So we'll reset the mod. The only negative, guys, is we are going to have the random background. Although, actually, I can show you guys how I do the background. A lesson in TTS as part of the funness. All right, so we had some rejections. Stay on top of collection from the beginning. Replace Menagerie Medley. Put Scorpion or Tombstone modular. Good night, fellas. Let's play soon. All right, Steve, we will play soon for sure. All right, so start 2-player. All right, so this is, if you're wondering how I get the custom background, I do this. I do objects. I do tables. Custom rectangular. I import, oops. I go to my stuff and I import our banner and upload. So I import that. Now, the negative is that none of the hands are correct. So up here in the corner, you can actually change the hands, and I just delete all these hands that aren't ours. Sorry, I'm having a hard time seeing. I got my phone in the way. All right, let's just keep going. Delete, 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 and then you can change the colors of the hands. So there you go. TTS trick for y'all. I am Star-Lord. Hear me roar. All right, let me get my deck again. Yeah, none of that was good. There was a lot of bad stuff that happened there.
I think that's by design.
What was that?
By design.
I mean, it feels by design.
We're doing the same setup as
right?
before.
This time we will remember to put our cards in the collection, and which would have helped, right? Because we would have thought about the collection much earlier. Had we not forgot about putting that card in the collection. So let's go and just do that now before we forget. Oh, there's an element gun. I got the other one in my hand, which means I don't get to draw it, right? Well, that's a jobbing. Or unless I discard it. So what's the ordering of that? I think I just don't get to draw it.
What?
Because
I
have an element gun here, and I got one in my hand, which means I don't think I get that free draw. So that puts me down a card right from the beginning. Correct?
What's the setup order?
We'll have to look at that.
Counter first?
I'm actually think we should have done it like before we even drew our cards, if I'm not mistaken. We're supposed to If anybody knows the setup order off the top of their head, let me know, but I'm pretty sure we do. Like, I can't believe I would draw that first, because that means I draw less cards to my hand size, right? We definitely do the villain stuff before I think we even draw our cards. Because I remember we always do that for, like, Hawkeye could lose his bow and stuff like that to Ultron. I remember that. Right? Setup is after Mulligan. Yeah. So, pretty sure we're just out of luck. Alright. So, create the encounter deck, resolve the scheme setup. So that would have been first. Shuffle the encounter deck, then you draw your cards. Then you resolve mulligans, then you resolve character setup. So actually, before I drew my cards, I should have put it up there, but I didn't. Doesn't matter. Look, it's luck of the draw. But bottom line is, I do not get to get my element gun, which is what it is. Alright, so I'm getting rid of Daring Escape. I'm getting rid of my 2 Teamworks. I'm getting rid of Gutsy Move. And I am drawing 4 cards.
Oops.
Alright.
Can we rewind like half a second? I accidentally pressed delete.
What did you do? Which card did you delete?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Just
Payback?
Payback? What color is that?
It's Drax card.
Alright, so just... Oh, it's a Drax card? Are you kidding me? Terence.
Whatever. I'll just redo my deck.
I don't think you can at this point.
Yeah, I got it.
You got it back?
It's right here. Yeah.
Alright.
Where's Control Z? Control Z, undo.
Yes, nice. Let's put the boost back in. Alright, you're first player this time. Too much pressure for me.
Pound all of us and payback. To do Helicarrier.
Nice. That feels better already. I do get the gun? Where do I get the gun from? Discard the gun and... Oh! Yep. Alright. Clearly I would have done that. Discard the gun. Drawn up. And then get the gun. Good call. Good call, Brant.
As much as it'd be nice to get that free retaliate, I feel like getting the 2 costs out of my hand on the opening turn is probably the better plan.
I don't disagree with you.
Oh, we have to do the thing where we take damage, right?
We each take 3.
Do I just heal that?
I think I might. Because I don't have my... I do have first aid. Well, if you don't heal it... don't heal it, you could take a card out of the collection, though.
Yeah. And then I'll Mantis my 3 out.
Yeah, good call.
And then
I could first aid her.
You or someone heals. And Mantis can also heal you, I guess, so there's that.
So should I do the same thing?
Do you want your element gun back?
It doesn't matter. I mean, we're so far down, right?
Okay.
All right. So I'm going to put element gun back on top of my deck because there's no way I'm doing it this turn. Do. All right. I do not have an ally, which is a little sad, but it lets me put Bad Boy out, I guess, without thinking too hard about it. So Bad Boy in team training is a total of 5 costs and exactly 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So what do you think about that?
Sure.
I feel like that's the right call, right? Plus hit points for the allies and Bad Boy to save me, save my buddies who will eventually be coming. And that's turn 1. Oh, well, and get this out of the collection. I feel like I'm going to just be paranoid about the collection. Although 8's no joke either. We didn't lose the collection last time. Although I felt like we lost because of the collection last time. If that makes sense. All right, drawn 5. Yeah, my start not nearly as good as last time. Well, at least I have crew quarters and element gun look like obvious plays this turn. So, but let's add 2 threat. Then he will attack you. Take 3.
I think I'm gonna lockjaw that to play sidestep.
Nice.
And do I do med team? No way I'm paying for med team right now, right? Yeah.
Brant says, hey, I've done way
that.
too many speed runs with Star-Lord. Most recent was Rise of Red Skull campaign in 11 turns. 11 total turns to beat Rise of Red Skull. All 5 missions. That's pretty impressive, Brant. I gotta say.
Alright. So I sidestep that and I get +1 on the attack.
Nice. Alright, and I'm just gonna take the attack. So that's 2 plus 3. Of course it is. For 5. Do I just port Bad Boy already?
Probably.
I mean, 5 seems bad. The good news about that is I can crew quarters to heal back up. Ooh, hello, Ronan. Like that.
Changes your entire turn,
It
right?
changes what my thought is. Absolutely.
Alright. Cards.
So he's in front of you. When revealed, put the lowest cost card you control face up into the collection. If you cannot, this card gains Surge. Oh, face up in front of you. Alrighty then. Well, F you, collector. Stop collecting my stuff. I do not like that. No, I do not. Alright, where are we at? So it is me first, right?
Mm-hmm.
So definitely crew quarters. Oh,
Sliding
is this
shot.
tactic? No.
Oh, you can smooth talk if you want.
Should I put a gun on top again? I feel like I'm not playing
Unless
it
you're
this
playing
turn.
it.
Unless you want me to shoot your dude. That's the only way to get rid of him right now. But if I do that, that means I'm drawing a card. Let me put sliding shot on top. Well, I don't know. What do you think?
Sure. Well, you're going to spend sliding shot, right?
Well, right, but am I going to shoot your guy is the question.
No, I mean, at worst, I'll take a damage and he'll die.
Oh, from retaliate? Got it.
Yeah.
All right, so I'll put my gun on top then. Because sliding shot I can then spend without thinking about... Ooh, helmet.
That changes a lot, doesn't it?
It doesn't change a lot, but it makes me happy. Are we going to play too conservative? Oh, wait, why am I flipping?
No, you shouldn't play too conservative, but I feel like you were drawn in the beginning of the game like 2 cards a turn for the first 2 turns.
I was. No question.
I
I don't need to draw here, so I can do Ronin and my helmet with what I've got in my hand. And I feel like that's the right call, right? Unless you want me to daring escape to take 4 threat off. Or to try to get something out of the collection. I feel like I got to take 2 threat off, right? I'm the only one that can really take any threat.
Yeah.
And then I'll just pay Ready for Action and Genius to put Ronin into play. And then...
So do you want a daring shot? Probably not worth it, right?
Probably not for 2 threat removal. But my helmet becomes useless also. So it's 2 threat and an extra card at the end of the turn. The question is it worth that? Probably not.
That's your call.
Yeah, I'm going to say no for now. I'm like I said, I'm probably going to play too conservatively now.
All right, what are you doing
Nothing.
with running? Anything?
No. Not until I get an upgrade on him.
Yeah. All right. My turn's going to be sample. I'm just going to put my other knife out, even though my first knife is not out.
Oh, you have the helicarrier, dude.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, but I have lockjaw. Did you need
Well, that's
helicarrier?
what I'm saying.
Why don't you take...
What could we have done differently there?
I'm definitely spending lockjaw.
Well, the question is, how important is that knife? I guess it's pretty important. Because you could have spent 2 of them to remove something from the whatchamacallit. Or are you just going to do that?
Are you gonna tell me I should just get no upgrades?
Listen, man.
It's just like kick the guy who gets 4 cards a turn down.
All right. I hear you. Shit.
No, you should. Do you want helicarrier? Do you want to keep a card?
What would I've kept? Daring
totally...
escape. Ready for action. Ready for action is not bad.
The only reason to keep cards is if you want it and you don't want to draw 5 new cards, right? You only want to draw 4.
Right. I'll keep daring escape. Why not? Go for it. All right, so you done?
Yep. And then I'm gonna attack for 2. So then he will...
Pumpkinhead 76, welcome. I do not like green eggs and ham. I do not like collector I am. Says Pumpkinhead 76. Nice. When I say slow play Star-Lord, I generally use what could go wrong ability every turn, but ignore playing drainage escapes until I am built up. Yeah, I'm slow playing beyond that slow, which is taking away some of his power in all honesty, but I feel like we got to get both of us up to speed. We did not do that last game before just going hog wild. All right. I have Yondu. I'm definitely going to take an extra card this turn, by the way. Between Yondu and Element Gun. I feel like... Oh, and an upgrade? Oh. Actually, maybe I won't. Well, yeah, I'm going to take a thing to play Yondu. And then I'm going to put Inspired on Ronin. I think it's going to be my play. But we got to do their turn first, right? So 2 threat on the scheme. Then Collector attacks me, which I just eat. So he's going to attack for 2 plus nothing, which is great. And then that's it. So for you, he attacks you.
Nothing. So I take 2.
Takes 1.
And I take one for that, and this goes in the collection.
Oh, the collection.
Did you drop one on his health
I
too?
did drop
For
one
my
for the
retaliate?
retaliate. Yep.
Cool.
And Ronan's about to be
Take your
weaponed
card.
up.
Yep.
All right. Where are we? Got to take cards. Wow, one card. This is a thing. When revealed, choose to put the highest card from your hand face up in the collection. That's Yandu. Well, either way, I'm discarding it. So collection or threat. I feel like collection at this point, right?
Yeah.
Because it's just threats getting too close, and we don't have guardian or whatever. All right, so I think I do put element gun in and just start blasting them.
Yep.
All right, so we are going to your first player.
Cool. I'm going to spend. Are you cool? I'm gonna use my
Hey, go for it.
Hellcarrier.
Yep. No, I have exactly
I'm
enough
gonna
to
put
do what
Dewey
I
Twee
need.
Mastery out. I'm gonna heal myself, I think. And
Hopefully, I can heal her next turn.
I think I see what my options are, even though I'm pretty sure I'll play CITT.
I mean, you got to place the ITT, right?
I just hit him, right?
Or do you get a collection card out? I think collection's more important, right? What do you think? Oh, you're thinking about paying 2 to get a card out of the collection?
No, I was just gonna start attacking him and drawing cards and stuff, but I can take card out of the collection instead. Because I'm maxed out at this point, so
Right.
I'm hitting for 4. But
It's your call, man. It's your Drax. You do you.
do you want me to take card
Well,
out
do
of
you
the
have
collection? I'll just
whatchamacallit? Where you draw a card? No, right?
Yeah, yeah. I just
Oh, you
played
have
it.
Dweetwee? So I mean, you
Um,
could,
yeah, I would only draw one card.
but it could be a double resource, which could then give you enough to pay for the thing, right? So go ahead, hit him for 4. Boom.
All right. It is not. I think I still probably
I
play
think you're right.
CITT and then hold on to
Yep.
parry.
Absolutely.
Um, I think for the most part at this point, I don't need any other cards besides like a med team or
Right.
something.
All right, so I am taking a card to put out my element gun. Then I'm going to pay a
Cool.
daring escape to shoot my element gun. And then I am going to use my other daring escape
Inspire someone.
to inspire Ronan. Someone. Not someone. It's Ronan. The man, the myth. So he's +1/+1. So he is thwarting for 3 right now. Is that what we think we should do?
No, he doesn't have. You don't have Guardian.
No,
Leader of
but
the
he gets
Guardians
+1
out.
attack and +1 thwart if he has an upgrade. And he's
Oh,
+1
+1.
thwart
Yeah.
from
Okay.
this.
Yeah.
So he's 3 right now. Or he could attack for 4.
And so are you.
What are you thinking? Because I'm...
Probably if it's only one damage more, probably the thwart,
Yeah.
right?
So let's thwart. 4/3. We'll give him a damage. Hopefully I get a first aid to heal up Mantis next turn.
So I wonder, like,
I'm taking a card out.
do you do you take a card out or do you thwart and then flip? Because you're at
I was
6.
thinking about taking a card out and flipping. Do you think it's too dangerous? It'll be at 9. I mean, it's only too dangerous if we get an advance, right? And one of them's right there.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right? I think I take a card out and flip, maybe. Although if I flip, my
Okay.
helmet doesn't work. Right? Although that doesn't matter
That
that
is
much
true.
because I'll still be drawing 6.
Yep. You take Yandu over Bad Boy?
Maybe not. You're probably right. All right. I mean, I don't think it matters, right? My goal is to get both of them back before my deck runs out, so I don't know that it matters. This is a tough choice. Well, hold on.
Right.
Am I flipping is the question. If I flip, I can heal. But then threat becomes more of an issue. Although, I mean, 6 health is no bueno. Alright, I'm flipping. Alright, we will see. I do have a first aid, so I will heal Mantis for sure next turn. I do have Nowhere, which is good. Of course, I also have Mansion, I have Jet Boots, I have Hawkeye. I have a ridiculous hand.
Yeah, but you can probably Mansion. You can smooth talk your Mansion into something else probably, because you're not playing that, right?
Yeah, probably. Alright, so I'm going to add 2 to the main scheme. We are going to have him attack you.
Attack me. Yep. Give me a boost. And then when you would take any amount of damage, prevent up to double my attack.
Yeah,
so 8.
He only gave you 3, so you're good.
And then drawing a card.
Sweet. Then he is going to scheme against me for 3 plus nothing. But this is then going to scheme for 2, so that's 5 total. It's not brilliant, but it is. Alright, draw your card. Do, baby shark, do.
He attacks me again.
Ooh. After this activation ends, reveal this card?
Oh, wait, did you do the retaliate
I did
damage
not from
for
the
me
first
from
time.
last turn? I assume retaliate.
It says after
Does
the
retaliate go
activation
off
ends, so it's
before?
after you retaliate and all that.
Yeah, so retaliate goes off before that,
unfortunately.
right?
So that's 1 more damage, though.
So how much is that? So I'll parry that.
Okay. So this gets attached to collector, so we got to remember, we got to plink them somehow.
Yeah.
What was it?
Obviously.
I
Retaliate.
mean, so basically we can't do damage to him this turn, right? So you're going to get rid of stuff in the collection or help me thwart or whatever, right? And then we'll worry about that later. But I should have 2 cards, which I do, so let's see what they are. When revealed, choose 1, put the highest cost card from your hand face up into the collection.
Yeah. Mansion's definitely going in the collection. I feel like you're not actually that sad about that.
I mean, not right now.
I mean, that sucks.
I mean, the surge part of it sucks. I don't mind the baby shark do.
That
Does
feels
it?
good though. I mean, just quick
sure, but it's
that you
still
flipped.
not great. All right, so I'm first player. Baby, quick.
Yep. So you sweet talking?
Uh,
Is there something you would sweet talk?
what do you
I don't
mean?
know.
Put it on the bottom. Put it on top of the deck.
Like, would you swap something from top with
Hawkeye,
the top
maybe?
of your deck?
I feel like there's no chance I play Hawkeye
Okay.
here, right? I kind of want Jet Boots and Nowhere.
Okay. Sure. Yeah.
I think that's right. Or Groot. I feel like Groot's the call, and I can still get Jet Boots, right? I'll just have to take an encounter card, which is...
Well, so what's interesting is if you play Nowhere instead of Jet Boots, you do get a card.
Well, right, I'm going to play Nowhere, then I'm going to go into Groot, which will let me draw a card, which then I can pay for Jet Boots. Either that or I use my gun, but...
Are you playing First Aid?
Oh,
still?
crap, I forgot
Is that
about
our
First
plan?
Aid. Yeah, I might need you to help me pay for something.
You can... I'm not using
Well,
that
right,
here.
so there you go.
So.
All right, well, let's flip and see where this goes, right? So I'm going to pay 2 to put Nowhere into play. Then I'm going to play Groot for free.
Okay.
Which is not free, as we all know. As we have all seen many times, but it does let me draw a card. Oh, duh.
The card that you knew was there.
That was stupid. Oh, well, that's all right. I'm going to use Hawkeye. So the negative part of me being flipped is I can't do anything about this now. Actually, can you use your helicarrier or no? Well, probably because you're gonna draw some stuff
I don't need
with
it. I don't
Dweeby,
need it.
right? No. But I don't know that I need it either. Because what am I going to use it for? If I use it for first aid, then I still can't afford the jet boots. So I think it's just Hawkeye to pay first aid to heal, right? And then I sit on jet boots.
Okay.
I mean, yes, I'd love to get him out now, but I do have Groot. So.
Okay, so do you need me to attack something? I do attack.
I would love. So if you can get rid of the ghost, that would be great. And I guess I could start. Well, actually, I might even be able to kill this. So because Ronan attacks for 4 and Groot attacks for 2, so that's 6.
So would you rather me and Ronan take out Star Shark instead?
I mean, because Groot can hold off the ghost on his own, right? I think that's a call. Don't you?
Yep. And then we don't have to put him in the collection, which is
Wait,
nice.
why don't we have to put him in collection? Oh, the ghost.
Well, if Groot just holds on to him the rest of the game. Not literally the rest of the game, but it delays it going
So
in
I think he is going to poke him for 2, though. And then he could...
Okay.
He's a lot easier to deal with in the future, right?
Sure. I mean, I can one-shot him at any
Well,
point,
sure,
so.
but that way we don't have to worry about that. And maybe it's a mistake,
Okay,
but it's
so
1
you
damage
done
with a
then?
mistake, so I don't think it's the worst thing in the world. Yep. Don't forget, we don't want to hit him. We want to retaliate that off.
Yeah, so I'm gonna attack Star Shark.
Jay says, goodbye, Mansion. And then Brent says, helicarrier to pay first aid. Yep. Then discard Hawkeye and jet boots to pull from collection. Yeah, I don't think I want to get rid of jet boots, though. I really don't.
All right.
It's too good, I think.
All right, so I'm getting rid of Star Shark because Star Shark goes in there. The collection.
So Steve came back and he said, is this one going better? It looks like it's going better, although at the moment it got ugly. So you're killing Star Shark?
Yeah.
Oh,
I assume
of
you want me
course.
to kill him.
Yes. Baby shark. Do.
All right. At that point, I draw a card, right?
Yep.
Because I did a basic attack. Love to see it. And I think I'll have. Are you okay with me paying this off for 1 and putting 1 on the main?
Wait, what?
scheme?
What?
I was gonna have him fight me, which would do retaliate 1, which would put 1 on the main.
You
scheme.
want him to attack you? Oh, I mean, if you're okay with him attacking you, are you gonna do that to like help clear the collection a little bit, or? Okay.
Yeah. Because I just drew into an energy,
Nice.
so I can pay for
All
it.
right. Yeah, go for it.
So I ready up. I draw a card.
Yeah, I could really use Leader of the Guardians. We're pretty far into the deck without seeing it at this point.
All right, so he's attacking me. When he initiates an attack, I think I just subdue this.
So you take nothing.
All right, so that's for 3. So he does nothing, and then
So
draw
this goes
another
away.
card.
And he takes 1 on the main scheme, which is at 15, which isn't great, but hopefully I get Leader of the Guardians.
All right, so at this point, I think I just attack him, right? Yeah, so I'm going to attack him for 4 to draw another card.
Wait, Mantis I healed, by the
And
way.
at this-
Why is Mantis still, like, damage on her?
Do you need me to heal? Do you want me to heal you?
I mean, if you heal me, it doesn't really help, because I go just to 10, right?
Oh, yeah. So I'll heal myself then.
Yeah, you didn't have to take that all the way away. You should have just knocked it down one.
Okay. So at this point, I'm going to Helicarrier Intimidation to remove 4 off the
That
main
seems
scheme.
good. Boom, boom, boom. Let you say main scheme. Main scheme.
I'm going to spend energy to get rid of a card of our
Yondu.
choosing.
Yeah.
Yondu, I assume. I'm going to spend Subdue. Wait, hold on. Actually, before you do that, I'm going to spend the Strength here to CITT to
nice.
ready, and then I'm going to attack him again to draw another card. Ooh.
Yes, Steve, to answer your question, much better. And he says less side schemes. So that helps. Yeah, no, that was ridiculous.
Do you think I sack Night Nurse for Nerves of Steel? I
think you do what
right?
Now? Oh, sack it?
Sacrifice Night Nurse.
Yeah, it seems right. Yeah, since you already drew out of the collection this turn, feels like the right call. Yeah, and I got Ronin out with attachments, so that's much better too. Actually, I may, if I don't get first aid, I may want Mantis to heal Ronin, right?
She can't. It's only identity.
All right. Yeah, and I don't have extra health for him, so hopefully I draw first aid. I think I got one left. All right, let's ready up, and I draw 5. Come on. Well, I got Leader of the Guardians, so that's good for all of the threat that we have right now. Oh, and I get Teamwork, which is also really good, by the way.
For all the threat we have right now? For all the threat we have right now?
Well, right. I mean, because I can get...
I mean, that's super good with Leaders of the Guardians, because that means it's like +4.
+4. Yeah, so I'd be thwarting for 7, which feels good, right?
Yeah.
All right. I mean, cool. I might need to draw a card for that, but that's all right. It's fine.
Two on the main scheme. I actually don't feel too bad. Like, I feel like that intimidation.
Oh, the intimidation helped a ton. Are you kidding? All right, so he's attacking me. I'm just gonna take it. All right, that's not bad. That's 2. Don't I have? No, I don't have the boots yet. So that's 2.
No.
But now Mantis can heal me, so we got that going for us. All right, and then these 2 is just gonna be blocked by Groot. He takes 2 damage, heals it right back up. Not a problem. All right, to you.
Yeah. Boost. I'm just gonna eat this. Hopefully it's not bad.
Wow. So it's almost like TTS is like that last game. We felt bad about your draws.
After the villain attacks you, I'm gonna do 4 damage back to him. So he's down to 5.
Nice. Oh, and retaliate, right? So is that another one?
And retaliate. Yep.
Down to 4, which is 1.
Did we put?
That's either 1 hit from you or 1 hit from Ronin, which Ronin can't hit anything right now, but that's okay. All right, slow playing Star-Lord actually works. It feels dirty a little bit to slow play. I got to be honest.
Wait, does it feel dirty? I feel like it feels dirty. I feel like it feels dirty to take that many cards.
So I might have been a little overzealous last game. Let's be honest.
I feel like that's always the temptation, the Star-Lord temptation.
But that's what makes him so fun, right? All right, where are we at?
Taking counter cards. Starting with you.
All right, 1 revealed, alter ego. Nope, 1 revealed hero. Collector attacks you with +1 attack. If you take any amount of damage from the attack, put the top card of your deck face up into the collection. Can you block this for me or no?
I would prefer not to. Mostly because I mean,
if he attacks me for 6, I'm dead.
Yeah, I'll do it.
All right. Do you have stuff to?
Yeah, I have CITT second ready.
So he's attacking for 3, 4, 5. I would not have been dead, but I would have not been happy. All right. Oh, and you got to draw a card? Oh, and it's a med team. That seems good, right?
And retaliate 1.
Retaliate 1, which is not necessary at this point, but still seems good. All right. So that was 1 card. Oh, Steve shows up. Look what happened, Steve. I'm blaming you on this one. That's Steve from Beat the Game. Maybe don't go watch his videos because he's killing us. No, I'm just kidding. Definitely go watch his videos. Him and Brant are 2 of the best Marvel Champions streamers out there. So definitely go see their stuff. They do some really cool, interesting, unique stuff. So Brant's from Welcome to the Portal. Steve's from Beat the Game. Letter D. All right. Where are we at?
Gotta reveal my card. Quick strike.
Did you look? So what's gonna happen?
You gotta put more cards in the
All
collection,
right.
right?
So,
And you place one threat on the main scheme for each card in the collection, which would be 1, 2, 3,
6,
4,
7, right?
5, 6, 7.
So that would we'd lose. So that's not good. So the 7 I'm about to remove is just gonna get us back to even, which is great. Love it, love it. And we got a shark to deal with now.
Yep.
So if we kill either of these things, we're in
Yep.
even more trouble.
Oh, I just took 3, so I'm down to 4.
So do you need to flip?
So I don't know if I can heal you.
Yeah, no, you need to heal yourself. I'll have boots, maybe. Well, you're first, so figure out your turn, and then we'll go from there.
All right, so CITT to ready up. I guess I leading blow the shark.
So what does that mean? 4?
Yep, 4. Draw a card.
Seems good.
Yep. Do you need my helicarrier?
Probably not. I mean, I'm not going to worry about it right now. If you need it, use it. I mean, if that gives you the 2 resources to remove a card from the collection, then absolutely, I think you use it, right? Like if you want to play med team with your genius and helicarrier, and then you have 2 cards to.
Do I knife leap? Knife leap 5, 9. Is that too much? It's probably
too much for what?
Don't want to do it.
Like you're way overkilling something. Oh, what would that hit the shark and carry over through to him?
Would it flip him? It's probably too much, right?
That's your call, man. I mean, don't do it now. If you flip him right now, we lose. Don't forget.
I think I just do. Can I kill the shark?
Yeah, you can kill the shark right now. I think you kill the shark and you remove it, right? Or remove something from the collection with 2 cards. Well, you drew a card, right? So you have that going for you.
So I was thinking about playing med team, but maybe not.
Well, if you play med team with helicarrier, you can knife leap. Oh, you want to hold on to knife leap, or you want to hold on to your knife, or you want to hold on to both?
No, I don't care about knife leap.
What was that?
I was just going to use intimidation potentially to remove.
Well, remember, I'm
threat,
about to move 7 from the main scheme. Now, 4 more is good. Don't get me wrong. So, are we just getting rid of intimidate then, and get out your knife? So if you pay for this with your helicarrier, you pay for this.
I still need 3 to pay for.
Well, and then you hold on to knife, right?
But then I'm not removing stuff from the collection.
That's true. I mean, as long as we do it before he flips. Although, yeah, doing it this turn seems good. I don't know, man.
I can remove 4 off of teapot.
Step into the portal. I'm sorry. I keep saying welcome to the portal. It's step into the portal. I am so sorry. I am so sorry, Brant. I keep messing that up. Step into the portal. I don't know why I keep saying welcome to the portal. We'll say it 10 more times tonight. Brant from step into the portal. All right.
Wait, are you removing 7?
I'm removing 7.
Are you going to remove 7 off of... Are you going to do that off teapot? That would heal you.
I mean...
And then I can do 4 off of main.
That seems good, right?
Do you think that's a good plan? And then you'll heal up to 10, which is your max health, right?
So yeah, you can heal.
And then I can use Mantis to heal myself.
So then you don't have to flip. Although, still... Oh, if you flip, you heal all this too, though. I forgot about that.
Yeah, but I lose literally all the hard work that I spent all game into. Okay, so I'm going to put med team out, and then med team... Do you want me to med team Ronan?
Med team... Well, I don't need Ronan this turn, right? So you can do Mantis this turn. Right? Because Ronan is going to add to me using teamwork.
All right, and then I'm going to helicarrier the main down to 9.
Can you use helicarrier on the main scheme?
No, helicarrier to do intimidation.
Right. Got it. Cool. So to me... so I am going to take a card for Leader of the Guardians. because I feel like I'm on a roll with that now. I'm going to teamwork to Ronan for 7 now. Mm-hmm. So that,
which gets rid of Teapot, which seems
does not go to the collection, which seems even better, and heals me 4, which also seems real good. So I can't do jet boots.
I mean, you could do jet boots.
Oh, I can't do jet boots and main scheme. That's the problem. And remove a card from the collection. I feel like removing a card from the collection is more important, right?
Okay.
So I'm just going to end up paying 2 here to remove a card from the collection. Oh no, wrong one. Because team training is good. I'm about to shuffle up. Having 1 hit point on all my allies seems good. And I'm just going to have to...
And you're holding
I don't think I'm going to hold ready for action. I think I'm going to discard it. I don't really care about it that much.
Free block for 1?
I mean, it's not bad, but I have 3 of them. So I'm not terribly concerned right now.
Okay. I guess I'm wondering what else you're fishing for.
I mean, I'd like to get some of my stuff back in, like Po Boy or whatever, and some of my other stuff I just want to shuffle back in, right?
Yeah. I mean, you're at 8 cards, right?
So.
Okay. Ready up?
Yep. And I will draw 5. Boom. Oh, there's a first aid. Although we don't need first. Oh, I could first aid Ronan. Although I know you have med team, but I might need it for myself also. As we have seen. All right. So let's add 2 to the main scheme. Boom, boom. Then we are going to have him attack you.
All right. Cool.
He's taking it. 5.
How much is it? There's a steal.
So.
Oh, but wait, we don't want to do that, right?
That would not kill us. That would add 2 more to the collection, which would bring it up to 7. I mean, what do you think?
Can you thwart next turn with a gutsy move?
I can. And I can potentially sliding shot also. I mean, if we want to...
And Ronan
want to go all in. Ronan, if we first aid him, or if you heal him with med team, can thwart as well. Groot. I mean, I could not block with Groot here.
Both advances are in the discard pile as well.
All right. So what do you think? You want to flip them?
Yeah, I mean, it basically saves me 3 health, right? And allows us to then start punching him down.
I mean, I have sliding shot, right? So we could go all in on next turn.
Okay.
All right.
Advance.
Boop. All right. So when revealed, put the top card of each player's deck face up in the collection. Oh, Nova Prime. I hardly knew ye. All right. And then we're adding 7 threat. Which is what it is. It's a lot. That's a big number right there. All right. Oh, did you shuffle? So you got to take a second card? Oh, yeah. Well then this one's yours. Sorry. Because you're first.
What do you mean?
I drew one. Because I thought you were drawing your card. I didn't realize you were drawing for decking.
Oh.
All right.
Yeah.
Let's do it.
Wait. Does he take the retaliate now? Because I killed him on the preemptive strike, which is before...
I think so. Right? Because it's a separate attack?
Is that right?
It's a separate instance of damage. You preemptive struck him when he was attacking. Now the question is...
I mean, that feels like a Drax
Yeah, the question
move, right?
is, does it change his attack? I don't think so. No, because he had already come in for the attack. No, we're good.
Yeah. Well, okay. So
we
side
search
scheme.
for a side scheme. I mean, I don't mind discarding those 2 cards. Oh, just deck him at this point.
Okay.
All right.
Discard and upgrade. Retaliate? Other
I mean, you just remember, whatever you discard, you're never getting back again.
I mean, how much do you think this 1 damage retaliate's worth?
I mean,
compared to Med Team or Nerves
I
of
don't
Steel?
disagree. Nerves of Steel is the only one, but no, the extra card seems good. So yeah, get rid of it. Knife gone. Wait. Oh, crud. Man, that's awful. So.
It's 8, right? Yep. I mean, that's why he has an extra one of those, right? Like,
yeah.
That's the...
All right. So, Ghost, when revealed, you're confused.
That's pretty garbage.
That's not great. That is not great. Things just went sideways pretty quickly. Oh, why not? Another one of these. All right, so what are your thoughts here? I'm first. I mean, I think Groot's got to kill this dude. I mean, I guess not. I can take the extra 2 damage, but if I ever have to flip, that's trouble. So do I just?
I mean, I can kill your other guy, I guess.
But we don't want 2 more things in the collection. That doesn't feel right either. I mean, I do have endurance. That might be worth playing. But I have gutsy move and jet boots also. So Steve says it's now or never. Add a threat as well. Sliding shot. Minions don't matter. I mean, I don't think we're knocking them down 35 this turn, are we?
No, I don't. I mean,
Ronan will hit for 4. 2 from Drax. I do 2 more. So that's 8. Plus sliding shot, which would only be, unfortunately, another 7 more. So that's 15. I mean, we still have 20 to go at that point. I don't know that we could do that. You don't got 20 in you, do you?
no.
I did not think so. You could do 5 though, right? Yeah, I mean, I'll just take the hits from the minions though. I think the general premise is right. Do we med team or do I first aid Groot? Or not Groot, Ronan. Can you med team? It's an action, right? Why don't you med team and then we can decide later what, because we know this is happening, right? So let's do this thing.
I'm still gonna Mantis myself, I think.
Yeah. So Ronan is gonna attack for his 4. Or no, does he need to scheme? Oh no.
Yeah, that's a
no.
thing.
Do I do gutsy move myself?
I almost don't think we. I feel like you can't go for broke here on damage because we still.
I could have done 18 by the way with element gun.
Yeah, but I mean that's still like 20 some more damage.
All right, so I'm gonna get rid of confused. Let's start with that, and then I'm gonna sliding shot, right? Paying for it by drawing a card.
Okay.
So that's 7 damage.
Yeah. Are you sure Ronan's not thwarting?
Huh?
Is Ronan gonna thwart?
No, because I got gutsy move. Don't forget.
But isn't that only
4.
like 4?
Okay. Well, Ronan. Oh, did Ronan already attack? So gutsy move is 4 from the main scheme. I mean, we're only adding 3, right? And we know there's not an advance. Oh, but it's going to shuffle back up.
Yeah.
All right, so maybe Roman so I'm going to pay 2 more. Or do you need your helicarrier?
I don't need it.
Well, do you? if you give it to me, I'll have one resource left over to shoot my element gun with, and then maybe I thwart with Ronin.
Well, what are you doing with Helicarrier?
It would have paid for one of the other things that I've already paid for, right? It would have paid for the last thing I just paid. Gutsy move.
Gutsy move.
Right? So one toward gutsy move.
Yep.
And now I have these two left, or these three left. Two of them will go for paying for removing something.
Yeah.
And then, although
I would put something in your deck.
I don't know though. Do I care about any of this stuff? Maybe Nova Prime, right?
Yeah.
All right. So there's that. All right. So the question is, does Ronin keep his 4 damage or does he thwart for 3? What do you feel more comfortable with? And I'm going to shoot for 3 too, by the way.
I feel like if you're shooting for 3, then we probably should thwart, right?
So I'll thwart for 3.
What do you think?
That puts us in pretty safe range for next turn.
Yeah. Okay, so the question
I could have done 2 more from
Drax.
yeah. Oh.
Do I play 2 Stubborn to die?
Wait, why is Drax ready?
Out?
Did he not block? He should be exhausted because he blocked the ghost last turn.
Drax?
Groot, I mean. Groot? I'm sorry. He would have blocked that ghost last turn. So. Did I never get attacked? Why am I full health?
What do you mean?
I think I forgot to attack myself last turn. I think we went right to cards.
Okay.
So.
Do you want to?
Yeah, I mean. Yeah, because I was like, why isn't Groot exhausted? Groot's not exhausted because I didn't block. Well, after you killed him, we totally forgot to do the attack on me. So we'll just do that now. 3 plus. Well, nothing, right? So we're definitely 6 cards in the collection at the time.
So you're 7.
Yeah. All right, that's right. I was like, why is Groot not exhausted? And then I remembered. We totally skipped the attack on us.
So do you think I should just pay for Drax's knife and then burn 2 Stubborn to die and sidestep?
Threat you lose to main. Wait. Whoa. Hold on. I missed a whole bunch of stuff here. So stage 3 adds threat for every card that goes in the collection. Oh, that goes in the collection, not that is in the collection. So did we screw that up?
No, that's the one revealed. The Force Interrupt now says when cards go in the collection, you still have to put threat. So it's both. The when revealed is the everything in the collection already, and then anything else you add then puts a threat.
So every time we add a card to the collection, we get one more threat?
Yes.
All right. So let's see. So Jay says, had to step away. I do recommend Steve and Brant's channels. Really do enjoy their videos for Marvel Champions content. Steve says, it's now or never. Add threat as well. Sliding shot. Minions don't matter. He also says, threat. You lose to main. Cards in collection add +1 threat. I need to yell louder, Steve, says Jay. They can't hear you from Canada. It's both. So I don't know what it's both means, but
it means both in the collection and adding. Okay, I assume.
All right, so I did need to remove those 3 threat, which we did do, instead of the 4 damage.
Okay. Okay, so I'm spending Cosmo to put my knife in, so I'm now at 5 attack. Yeah. I think I just attack him for 5. Right? To draw a card.
CITT also, right? And then you can attack again,
remove something
and then
from the collection?
Use your 2 things to get rid of something from the collection, right?
Yeah, but I have Intimidation now. Can remove 5 threat.
I mean, is that better than a card from the collection? Or I guess it's 5 damage or 5 threat is the question. I mean, I feel like we can burn down 20 next turn, right? So I think you're right. I think Intimidation's the right move. Although if you Intimidate, we can't remove cards from the collection, right? So that's the negative, because I used your Helicarrier.
Yeah. Do you think threat it's worth... Do you think I should just remove from the collection? We're at what?
I mean, we're at 9
7?
threat. He's getting 3 next turn. So I don't know the right answer. I do know I'm getting hit for a lot between him and whatever. So if you've got some defensive stuff, maybe you hold on to it for me. Because he's going to hit me for 4.
Yeah, I feel like I should probably...
Wait, was this Philosopher's Stone? No, this Philosopher's Stone
right?
came out at the end of last turn, right?
Yeah.
All right. So you feel like thwarting's more important than threat or than collection? There's only 7 in the collection.
There's no right answer
isn't.
here.
So you make the call.
I feel like if I thwart, it allows you to potentially flip down if you get really burned this turn.
I mean, I think we should kill him next turn, right? He's at 20. I can't imagine not killing him next turn.
So you think I should... Well, then the last condition is collection, right? If you think we're killing him this next turn, then the last condition... Like, the thing is, if I'm defending for you, then I will be exhausted and I won't be able to attack.
Well, then maybe you ready yourself with CITT now. If you're doing collection, you ready yourself with CITT and do that 5 damage right now, right?
So you think... Well, I was debating on holding on to sidestep because we're both low on health.
Sure.
If I ready myself now, I can attack and draw a card.
Well, that's what I was saying.
Okay, so you think I pitch both of these cards and attack again and draw another card?
Yeah, and then you could potentially pay to get rid of a card from the collection, right? Or you hold on to sidestep.
Maybe I just pay for a card out of the collection.
He says you can attack and play Intimidation.
So
although if we do that, then we're not removing a card from the collection.
If the collection is the last condition, then you remove a card from the collection.
Right, but I don't know what is the lost condition.
I don't think you...
I mean, we can draw in advance like we did last time, right? So there's that.
Yeah. All right. I'm keeping sidestep because I might have to take both of these attacks.
So wait, did you not ready? What did you do? You just took a card from the collection.
No, I
so you didn't see ITT. Got it.
No.
All right. So we draw 6, or I draw 6, which means I get an extra card. Now, unfortunately, it was during my draw step. Oh, I got 2 double resources. Whoa, how many did I draw? I draw too many cards. I hit 6 and then I hit 6 again after I'd already drawn. I was like, wow, that's a lot of resources. That would have been nice, but no.
All right. So did we just deck too?
Yeah. Oh, we decked there too.
Out.
Wait, when did we deck?
You just took the last card.
That was during my phase. My draw cards, yeah.
At the end of your...
So, 1, 2, 3, 4 on here.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
That is what it is. Let's do this.
I think an advance can cause us to lose for sure. All right.
So first things first, he's attacking me. Oh, I should ready up. I mean, maybe I just block with Groot. Right?
No. Then he goes in the collection.
Only if he dies.
It's fine, dude. I subdue. -3.
Should I block with Groot or no?
No, I'm -3 on this attack, man.
I mean, he's still attacking for 1 plus what he draws. Never mind. 1 damage.
Yeah, so you're taking 1 damage.
I appreciate that. That was very nice. So hold on.
Right.
I do take...
Remember when you were like, man, this subdue
No,
card
I take
just seems
2.
bad.
Actually, I think I take 4, right? I'm just going to take all 4.
It's... Wait, what? No, 4 my... Oh,
from these
from
2.
what?
And that way I keep Groot in case I need it for either a big block or to attack. Potentially, if we need his damage.
Okay.
I mean, I'm sitting on 2, but
right.
It is what it is, right? Like, I got to do something here.
All right. So I'm sidestepping this next thing when I would take any amount of damage. Okay.
All right. Oh, did we include the extra one from this? We did. Yep, because I drew a 0. All right.
Yes.
So I draw a third card.
So I take 1, draw a card.
All right, man. Well, you got enough for CITT. That's all that matters, right? Oh, you could pay for
And
a
Knife Leap.
No, you can't pay for a Knife Leap.
Knife Leap's free, man. I have free counters.
Oh, it's 1 less for each counter? Oh, all right. So we literally just have to survive this. And you have to be readied. Place 4 threat on each side scheme. That
well, I'm
is
fine with that.
amazingly good. I mean, of all the crap that could have come up, that was pretty good. Yeah, this is fine too.
Fine with it.
That
Lowest attack minion.
what?
It's lowest attack.
Okay, yeah, it's fine. All right. I mean, it is what it is.
I'm confused.
All right, you're confused? Dang it! That ruins everything. So that's
okay,
game, right?
So I knife leap and attack
Well,
for 10.
aren't I first player?
No, you were just
Was
first
I?
player.
You already took the lead? Okay. So,
I draw a card.
see,
Nice. So if we don't kill him, I have payback.
I mean, we're killing him, dude. There's no question.
CITT, ready up, attacking him for 5 to draw a card. And that second knife leap would have been fun.
Now, if you're going to attack with Mantis, you have to do it now, right?
Yes.
So, should we count it up then?
I'm not attacking.
I mean, I'm
Mantis.
doing
I can
3,
kill him with payback.
4, 5 plus 4. So that's 9, 10, 11.
You just have to do 5.
Yeah, I got
dude.
11. Oh, I only need to do 5? All right. Well,
I just did
all
15
right,
to him.
so 4 from Ronan. Let's start there.
And then you're
I'm going to draw a card to put Hawkeye. Because why not? And then, yeah, I'm going to shoot him with my gun. Because that's more fun. And I'm going to give myself endurance and heal myself for 2. So I am up to 7 life.
This is an expert campaign, man.
Hey, man. Yeah, and I pew-pewed him. I already spent the resource for that. Boom.
You didn't want the threat to go up to 19 and then kill him on payback on the villain
I
phase?
mean, it's kind of fun, but I'm good. I'm good with the victory, however we could take it today. So, as always, we came in for stupidity, and we prevailed. You know, we went in expecting certain defeat, and did not get defeated, except for the first time when we did get defeated, which was certain. Yeah, it's pretty good. So Jay said knife leap, yep, and Steve says good game, you win. Yeah, no, that was good. That was fun. I think that was a fun combo. I think collector is always hard, but
Unless playing Gamora.
what was that?
If you're playing Gamora, it's not as
Well,
hard.
sure. I mean, anybody. Well, the thing that makes collector hard is that they have like a lot of side schemes and a lot of allies, right? So you're bound to kill them and add to the collection, and there's only one stage, and it goes to 10 per player. But when it flips, I mean, it's pretty hard to keep that collection low enough where that's not going to hurt you pretty bad, right?
Yeah, unless you just race him down, which in true solo I did with Gamora because he only has like 14, 18
Right.
health. And so you definitely have the ability to do that in true solo. Yeah, I think in 2-player, just like having more cards and having more surges means you're just bound to get more cards in the
Hey,
collection.
Stephen Brand, if you're still out there and you want to join us for the chat, let me know. I can Skype you in. Yeah. So, I mean, look, we do things sometimes just to have fun, right? We're like, how hard is it going to be
I thought you were gonna do like a JFK quote there. We don't.
All right, Steve says he's here, so let me bring him in. Yeah, no, I feel like we do things like this one. We said, all right, how stupid can we be? Is there a possible way that we can beat beat Collector with a leadership Star-Lord deck? And it worked out, right? So, I mean, I don't know. I liked it. It was fun. The first game, I mean, the first game just everything went sideways from the beginning, right?
Yeah.
And I mean, when you have all those side schemes out so early, it was pretty tough. Hey, Steve, what's up, buddy? All right,
Hey, man, how's it going?
I'm gonna get your beautiful face in here in a second. Give me
Goose is using. I know. I think I have to press go or something.
No, you're good. You're good. This is on me. Don't worry about it.
Okay.
You guys talk about. So, what are your thoughts about Collector? Like, what has your experiences been? You know.
Well, I've played him a bunch of times, and I've been trying different strategies, and definitely if you maintain that collection under control, he does get a lot easier. My only issue is his 3 threat. Like, he schemes for 3 right off the get-go. So most of the time, if you haven't removed any threat from the main scheme, you die to advance turn 1. I've died so many times. He gets a boost of 1 and it's over.
Yeah.
You're like on solo. In
Right.
multiplayer, not as bad, but for solo, I'm so frustrating to get like a good start. Okay, I've dealt with the collection. I've done this. Okay, perfect. There's no cards. Advance. Really?
Yeah. I've only lost turn 1, I think, once ever, and it was to Rhino, I believe, with it might have been Star-Lord. I might have just drawn like 4 cards turn 1. Oh no, it was Thor. I think it was Thor, and I got like oh no, it wasn't Rhino, it was Claw. That's who it was. Where you start with those extra cards in play, and I drew like 3 attack cards on turn 1, and I died.
Oh, Green Goblin.
Was it Goblin?
Well,
it was one of those. It was whoever starts
yeah,
with.
Claw only puts a minion out in front of you.
Okay, no. Then it must have been Goblin. Yeah.
Yeah, mutagen. If you get 2 of the attack cards, you're out.
Yeah, that's exactly what happened. And I was Thor. I might even been. I don't think it was protection. I probably would have lived through it because he has 14 health. But I was like, oh, I'm good. I was like, oh no, I'm dead. So, but you know, that's almost better because then it's over, right? Like, it's better than going down to 1 health or whatever.
Strip the band-aid off.
And then, you gotta like try to fight your way back.
Just shuffle the deck, give yourself 3 new cards, good to go.
Yeah. Well.
Yeah, it's easy. It's a quick setup. You're like, oh well, it happens.
Yeah.
What do you want to do?
But that's a true solo thing. I don't think that happens because, I mean, we probably had the worst start ever. What was it?
On that one?
No, not today. When we got Shadows of the Past turn 1 and Ronin. We were doing like the Ronin modular. We literally got both
world.
of those. We've got both of those turn 1.
I mean, that's a terrible start, but it doesn't kick you out of the game, right? Like, at least if you get 2 attacks, you're just like, well, okay, like I can clean up and start a new game. Like, Shadows of the Past, like most of the minions don't have quick strike. Like I think Vulture does, and like I forget Rocket.
The most brutal turn 1. Before it was Quicksilver. Now Venom. Turn 1 Shadows is brutal.
In Collector, yeah.
Oh yeah. Turn 1 Shadows with Collector, or turn 1 Shadows with Venom, or with Quicksilver. It's pretty much game over because he adds 3 threat right away, and then there's a crisis icon, and then you're like, well, I put the side scheme, it goes to and then you can't come back.
And don't forget the 4 minions he puts into play as well.
That's Venom, yeah, that's Venom. So he puts 5 cards in the collection, turn 1, boom, done.
Yeah. By the way, Steve, if you turn it sideways, I think it'll show up better. There you go.
Oh, like that?
Look at that. You're a big boy now.
Yeah,
you got a fresh cut, man. I like it.
Yeah, I know. I went on. I was in Prince Edward's Island, and I went on a little vacation with my wife.
Yep.
And I did something I'd never done before. There was like this bridge. So what it is it goes to the canal, and there's like a bridge that's about 14 feet high, and you can just jump in the canal, and then it kind of washes through a side bank, and they drag the river so it's deep enough. So it's like 9-10 feet deep, but it's like a 13-foot jump.
Nice.
Look at the bruise.
Oh no! Oh no! What did you do?
I jumped.
Just from hitting the water?
Oh yeah, well, I did it like 20 times in a row, and then one time, instead of putting your elbows in, I
left
like
it out,
and then pass.
Oh,
And that was fun.
Lesson learned, though, right? Hey, imagine if it was a belly flop. Your whole chest would have been purple.
Yeah, I would have died right there.
That's cool, man.
Oh yeah.
So I know you're in Prince Edward Island. That's Rodney Smith land. Have you ever met him or gamed with him?
No, I never. So I'm gonna look him up there because I went to a couple of game stores when I was there, just to say hey. And actually, I was showcasing my my little foil sleeves there.
Yep.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. So
now are those self-made? Like the foil cards?
Yeah. So it's called Make It Shine, and it's gonna start hitting some of the local places pretty soon in Montreal, in Edmonton, like in all the Canadians.
Yep.
And when I get my my big shipment finished, because if I want to hit something in the States, it's gonna be too much. I have to order like 10,000 or more units.
So wait, these are stuff you're doing yourself?
Well, they're sleeves, right?
Yeah.
So you would put your official, like your FG cards or whatever into the thing, and it makes the card look like it's foiled, but it's actually the sleeve that.
Let me see it again. Show it again. Let's show it off.
Right. Oh, okay. So you see, like Captain America is not foiled,
right?
But look at the sleeve, and then when it catches the light.
Yep. Oh, that's really cool.
So yeah. So it's pretty fun. So yeah, I'll be sharing a post on my channel and on the Facebook group. Last time I put it in on, I got samples made to see if the market would be there, and within an hour, 100 packs were gone.
Oh wow!
All of my test project was boom done. Okay, that's a winner.
Yeah, no, that's pretty cool. Yeah, no, that is cool.
Yeah, well, like I said, I wasn't sure if I was going to keep my job or not. So I'm like, let's see if I can develop something. And that came out. But hey, you guys have to try these what if games. It's really, really fun. I don't know if you had a chance to watch one of them.
I haven't yet. It's been crazy. But this week will be a lot slower for me, so I'll probably get a chance to check it out this week. So go ahead and explain the concept again.
Okay, so the first game I played Doctor Strange Spider-Man. So Spider-Man gets the invocation deck. He gets you keep half of the Spider-Man cards for the 15, and you kind of build the 15 with the 2 decks. So if you go and look at the first 5 minutes of the video, I explain what the cards I choose, and okay, so he should be able to do this and that. He gets the Sanctum, but he doesn't get Aunt May or something like that. But just like mixing, matching, so you keep both the feeling of both identities, and then you just play. And I played against Ronan the Conqueror, so I played Ronan as the villain, but with Kang the Conqueror's encounter set, and that was interesting too. And I kept the stuff that goes in. And the second game I played was Hulk with the Iron Man armor.
Nice. So
in the deck, Hulk gets you can build the Iron Man armor for Hulk.
Now, how do you decide like hand size and stuff like that? Like,
just off hero card, right?
Yeah. So what I did is, so Hulk gets his hand size of 4, but he gets +1 for each tech upgrade. So he gets to 7. If you're lucky enough, he gets to 7 pretty fast. But he still has that same enraged where he has to discard his hand at the end of the turn.
I feel like you took the best of both worlds on that, though. You took the bigger hand size and you gave yourself the extra cards. Come on, Steve.
Yeah, you'd be surprised. You'd be surprised. And I played against Rhino the Accuser. So Rhino with the Ronin modular cards, like all of the Ronin cards.
Yeah.
And that was challenging. Like it took me like 3 games to actually beat Rhino, because then you got the threat, and then Hulk still has the stats of he still has the stats, the 0 and 3/3.
Right.
But again, if you look at the video, you'll see like, oh wow, it's not as easy as it sounds.
Oh,
like
no.
I do limit myself to what I choose, and like I only gave him 1 triple resource, 1 suborbital leap, 1 you choose like 1 of each cards, and then he gets the 7-piece armor for Iron Man, and then he's got like 1 repulsor blast, and that's it, and then the rest is Hulk cards. So again, like you try to mix both characters so they kind of both feel like you're playing both characters at the same time. It was just a tribute to the new What If, but people have been like loving this. And then between the French and English community, people have been sending me like, oh man, I tried this and I tried this and I tried this. Oh, you should. And it's been super, super fun.
That's very cool.
Like, and and I'm actually setting up my tomorrow episode 4, which is Captain America, Thor, Endgame.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Nice. So
like
Cap will have the hammer, which he should, right? Like there's
exactly. So I want him to still remain Captain America. So what does he do in the movie? Well, he throws the hammer. He can, he brings in the lightning. So I put the 2 lightning strikes, 2 hammer throws, Mjolnir, and 1 God of Thunder. And
nice.
Then I took away 1 soldier serum. I put only 1 fearless determination, only 1 heroic strike, 1 shield toss, and the shield blocks, and then the rest of his helmet and stuff like that. Like, so it kind of really feels like it's the Cap from the movie.
Right.
Doesn't he not have a shield when he has the hammer, though?
Yeah, he does have the shield, but it's broken.
Yeah.
So he does have the shield, and because when in that part where he actually uses the shield to bounce the hammer back, that was a super cool scene in the movie.
Yeah.
So that's why I'm like, okay, that feels thematic. Like, okay, he can block. So he's got his 15 kits that feel like it's like in the movie. Like I didn't just put the 2 super soldiers and the 2 God of Thunder
and all the best stuff.
Oh, man. Yeah, no.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Okay, so you got 1 of each, and then it makes sense.
Yeah. So Jay Atkinson says that he's enjoyed the What If series. They're great. So I'm glad those are going well. I feel like if we do that though, that's like stealing your shtick, man. We got our own shtick, which is
I feel like you have to design 2 decks for us, and we'll play them on stream.
Oh, there you go.
Oh, cool. Yeah, I've been. I think next week's episode is Black Panther as Star-Lord, and I was like, okay, let me see what I can do with Black Panther Star-Lord, and so I'm like trying to make him feel thematic, and that's what I was debating, but I was gone all week for work.
Yep.
So I was actually in Newfoundland, which is the other island of Canada.
Nice.
For work.
Well, yeah, I can't believe, speaking of islands, I still can't believe you've never heard of Rodney Smith. He's like the #1 board game, like watch it play.
Well, he's on the BGG homepage, so if you're I guess if you're not into that kind of, I feel like it's pretty common actually, Peter, people who are into these lifestyle games don't know anything about the famous board game creators, because that's just not the world you're in, right?
Yeah, you're in the card game world.
Yeah.
Well,
yeah, so yeah, like I said, you guys review thousands of games. Like I said, I play Marble Champions, right. I play Clank, I play Magic. Yeah, I'm very limited in my repertoire.
Yeah, it's so funny when I hear I do listen to other podcasts. Like I listen to some one of my favorite games is Keyforge. So I'll listen to some Keyforge podcasts and listen to them talk about Fantasy Flight. You'd think that they were like a CCG company. They're like, oh, they make these other games too. And it's like, no, Fantasy Flight's been around forever making all these games. And especially in the co-op community, we know them very well because they've done a lot of co-op stuff over the years and these LCGs and things like that. So it's funny to hear people first exposed to it. Which is cool. No, I mean, it's always fun for me. I feel like one of these old timers now. I've been board gaming since Magic came out, basically. So 93, I started playing. I mean, even before that, obviously, with card games, with your family or whatever, backgammon, Yahtzee. My family played those all the time. But Yeah, as soon as Magic came out,
Like,
that's when I got hook, line, and sinkered for sure.
did you keep your revised
No.
cards or your unlimited?
No. And you're gonna hate this even
The
worse.
same mistake most people made.
I think I recycled them or something ridiculous. I didn't even like sell them. I just got rid of them when I went away to college. So
Yeah.
it was like,
oh, it's a stupid game. It's never going to be worth money.
right.
Oh, I had 3 Black Lotuses. Holy shnikes. I could have paid my house with that.
Right. I did not have Black Lotuses. I had a ton of dual lands though. But like those original dual lands are apparently very popular and very whatever.
Dude, they're like the cheapest one is like $600 US right now.
Yeah. No, I had a ton of those. Like, yeah. Yeah, that was no good. But that's all right. I'm not going to think about it.
Yeah, that ship has sailed.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah.
Can't do anything.
You don't go back. Hey, Terence, lift your shirt a little bit. What's the chicken on it? Is it like
chicken?
Is it a design or?
Oh, this is from like a local restaurant in Austin. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, this chicken. You know, they serve like chicken and obviously pork, so they have this like hen laying an egg on this pork here.
Nice.
Oh, that's cool.
Nice.
So, I was like, there's got to be more, because I saw the shit. And I'm like, there's got to be more to that chicken. I was curious.
Nice.
Yeah, no, that was a good game. And Collector is a beast, and he's at 4 players. I think he's way more manageable, even 3 players. Yeah. But once you get in, if you let go of that collection, you're done.
Yeah.
As soon as you let go, unless everyone's going in on damage, which is the burn down strategy, which is I think a super common theme now for that. And I think their break from the burn down was the Collector escape the museum,
right?
Which is just remove threat.
Yep, and that doesn't help.
That's honestly, I feel like that's one of my favorite quests in all of Marvel, though. But that's because I like Lord of the Rings. But like, I enjoyed the journey of like the kind of like similar to Kang, right? Like Kang is not the threat thing, but I enjoy like the progression of stages, and I really like that mechanic. And that definitely comes from Lord of the Rings. But it's nice where it's just a break from, I think, the beatdown.
Well, Terrence, you know what we're gonna have to do, because again, your channel's known for, or the thing you're doing is these mashups now. What we do is just stupid crap, and so like that's why we went leadership against Kang this week. I think next week Collector. Maybe next week we do Collector 2 with all damage decks. Maybe double aggression against Collector 2.
I did that with I think who did I do it with? I did it with I think it was Drax Protection versus Collector Escape the Museum, but I never used the what's it called, the library thing there, the other separate encounter. No, I never used that, and just beat down the Collector every time. So that's 3 threat, and then that's it. You just beat him down. And
isn't that such a slog though? Because like you only can do it every other turn. Yeah,
but you still remove threat in other ways. But I'm like, the whole point is to just beat the Collector down every turn.
I mean,
but it was fun though. It was like
although
it was different.
I feel like Terrence was offended by that. By even my suggesting that.
No. It just like it just sounds like a significantly longer game that way, just because because they force you to only do it every other turn, right?
Yeah.
Like like it definitely is like doubling the length in some ways, just because like you're only removing 3 threat and then you got to wait a turn. And usually that's like a reprieve for most people. It's just like, oh well, he doesn't get the boost, especially on like the last stage. Like he hits like a truck, right? And it's just like, oh, that's so nice. But yeah, I mean,
no, it is. It definitely you should be able to remove threat, but just don't cheat the library. That's the only restriction I gave myself, is don't use that library. Just go.
What happens if you're Star-Lord? Peter just wants those cards.
I mean, we saw what happened the first game when I took those cards. I proved why Star-Lord can be a trap. Like if you just go balls to the wall, which is what I did.
Yeah, I feel like it is dangerous on turn 1 to do that much, because you're just not set up for that.
And you're not getting the value of it too, unless you have the boots, and not the boots. That was the helmet.
I had the helmet.
The helmet that gives them.
I had helmet turn 1.
The helmet that gives +1 card.
I had almost everything you'd want turn 1. I feel like in that first game,
It like the first few turns for sure.
Yeah, no, I was set up. I mean, my entire thing was like I had everything you'd want. I had leader of the Guardians.
But so was he.
Well, right, that was the problem. Like I literally fed him everything he wanted as well.
Yeah, it's just like three, 4 minions out, 3 side schemes out. Like
The
I was just like,
stupid
was it worth it?
The stupid ghost, man. That, like, for some reason, there's 4 ghosts, and I remember so many games playing against the collector one, and I'm like, if I wasn't seeing 2 or 3 of the first a ghost in the first like 4 cards he's revealing, I was like, it's impossible. Like I'm shuffling like a madman, like almost destroying my sleeves.
Yeah.
Why? And then they keep popping up to the top. I'm like, come on. And the games that I do win is when those stupid ghosts don't come out in solo. Again, this is solo.
Well, it's funny. What I originally suggested to Terence, just because we like to torture ourselves, was adding Ronin the Accuser modular, or whatever that is.
18, 9 per player.
9 per player.
Yeah. So
why do you hate yourselves?
I mean, in addition to playing leadership against, so this is the only time I think. Oh, this isn't the only time, but we don't play leadership very often. I don't think many people do.
Well, actually, I feel like I've played it a few times on the stream.
But the thing is, there's so much more to leadership now than just allies. Like I love the buff your hero strategy, like which is basically using allies as buffs,
right?
Or card draw, or just even not even using allies at all. I think I played a leadership deck with I forget who.
Was it the Ant-Man Moxie?
Yeah, and you don't even use allies. You just Moxie go up and bring your stats up, and then morale boost.
Yeah,
and you don't even use any of the allies. You just
that was
you can also basic package it, right?
Yeah,
that was the thought today, and that's why I took. Actually, watching you was the one that made me think about bringing first aids in. And the first aids were great. Like, they kept Ronin alive here. I didn't chump once, which is very uncommon for me.
You did have a good idea with the what's it called? Ready for actions?
Yeah.
Because that is very, very good.
Yeah.
Because giving your allies tough, so that gives them a block, and it gives them an extra activation. It's very smart, especially if you have like one of those allies.
Except I never used it.
You're running 3 of those.
Yeah, you're just like, I have 3 of these.
It's fine.
I was just like, why did you put this in here? I feel you're just like, I have it in my hand. I just discarded it at the end of this.
By the way,
like,
I never played this deck before we played today, right? Like that was the thing. Like that's why I think I went so hard early. Like I didn't get the timing of it. I didn't get the pacing of it. But yeah, no, I built it this afternoon. Like I said, it's been a crazy week. I mean, if you've been watching our channel this week, it's been.
I did notice there was a lot of streams.
Yes. Well, we did not only a lot of streams, but we did a lot of new stuff. There's a bunch of Kickstarters that were coming out, and so it's been good. So if you're one of the new people to our channel, thank you for coming and watching, and thanks for sticking around this long because we definitely appreciate it. We got a bunch of new people this week with all the new stuff that comes.
Oh, I saw that. You went from just hitting 1,000 to 11. You're like I think 1,100.
Yeah.
Something like that.
Yeah, it was
I was like, wow.
It was a huge week. Well, we had, like I said, we had some new stuff come out in the co-op world that we were the first ones to cover a couple of things. So,
that's the thing. And since you're so diverse, it's easy to attract a wide variety audience. Like me, I'm just focused on one thing.
Yeah,
so it's a lot harder to grow. But hey, I popped my 1,000 cherry, so I'm like, yeah,
it's cool.
Done.
It's cool, man, and you get to do some stuff.
I was like
they definitely YouTube locks you behind a wall for a while until you get to that 1,000. You really kind of have to earn it for sure.
I don't even know what it does yet.
You can put out like your schedule or whatever if you want to do that. Like you can just put out notes to to whatever and.
Yeah, my schedule is kids are asleep. All right, let's do a video.
Right. Well, we do a lot of stuff live, so that's part of it too. Well, I mean, that's all this channel is, right? This channel is literally meant for live streaming. We have another channel, which is way bigger. That is kind of, I call it our main channel, but people call it the.
Well, it's the original.
The original that we do a lot of recorded and edited stuff. This channel clearly is not edited by the discussion we're having right now, but we do have some chat. So Jay Atkinson, thank you, man. You've been all over here. He says, I love Collector 2. It's what got me to try Lord of the Rings LCG. He also says, has Steve... Oh, what? What was that, Terence?
I just feel like you could take that comment as like a negative. Man, I got so frustrated with Marvel that I went and looked at another game.
No. I think he's saying what you were saying, which is it. People probably told him it felt like Lord of the Rings, or the most like Lord of the Rings, and I think I've heard you say that here before, and so.
Oh yeah. I mean, you quest in Lord of the Rings, which is like removing the threat, but instead in Lord of the Rings, you're putting progress on. Instead, right?
Yeah.
So you're like trying to hit a number. But it has a very similar feel, that like kind of journey, right? Like I think it's really cool, this narrative that kind of that scenario tells of like trying to find the ship, getting the ship, and how like that changes things, and cards get shuffled into the encounter deck now, and then like even that like library card on the last stage, flips and does something else with like the base attacking you, and kind of that, I guess, narrative is like a neat part of the game.
But Steve, don't get into it, man. You'd be thousands of dollars down the tube by that time you catch up. I mean, that thing's been around way longer than Marvel has.
I know. I saw the things that in Arkham Horror as well.
Yeah.
That's been around for like 10 years.
Arkham's not been around.
Arkham's only been around for like, I want to say 5.
Yeah, it came out a couple years before Marvel.
Like I think 2017 or 2016 was when Arkham came out. Lord of the Rings was the first co-op one, right? And it was just I mean, Nate French basically designed all these games, all the co-op LCGs, and Lord of the Rings wasn't a Lord of the Rings based game when he was like originally working on it. It was like it's just like you're playing Magic, right? Like the story that went down was like he was playing Magic, and then you like test your deck by yourself, right? And it was just like, so he would build like a other deck that he would play against, and then he was like, well, why can't I like have a game that I can play solo,
right?
And not like kind of fake that. So he was like kind of like faking out the opposing Magic deck of like drawing cards, putting into play, and so that turned into like him designing a system that then when he presented it, they like assigned it the Lord of the Rings IP that then became Lord of the Rings IP.
I remember playing that.
So
game.
but that was ingenious.
Yeah, I remember playing that game when it first came out, and honestly, there are a lot of similarities. People have described Marvel Champions as Lord of the Rings light. I think it is far enough removed where they're different enough. Lord of the Rings, there's a lot more deck building because you don't have those personalized hero decks. You have 3 heroes. You're only drawing 1 card a turn. So it's a very different feel, even though a lot of like what you're doing is very similar. You have minions that come in front of you. You have allies that help you. You're trying to remove threat from a scheme.
Nick Fury's like Gandalf.
Gandalf is
like
almost identical to Nick Fury. Yeah, I mean, almost word for word identical. Yeah.
Yeah, he like comes in and goes away. It felt really cool thematically. I remember when I got the core set and I saw Ally Gandalf, and I was just like, that's really cool. Like as a theme thing. And I think Nick Fury makes a lot of sense for them to do that here too. But the Nate French, who isn't working on the game anymore, but Caleb Grace was the designer of Lord of the Rings for basically its last like 6 or 7 years of its life.
Okay.
So like he's like the lead designer now on Marvel. So you see a lot of that kind of lessons and things he learned from Lord of the Rings, like, and inspiration from some of the cards that sneak their way into the game, like Sneak Attack, which was kind of, I think in War Machine pack, right? The leadership card. Like that's cool. It's a little different in Lord of the Rings, but it's like very similar in idea, right? Of like putting allies into play. That Nick Fury Gandalf thing was clearly a like nod to Lord of the Rings. And then like a lot of the keywords are also very similar. Like Surge is one of his favorite keywords in Lord of the Rings. Like if you talk to Lord of the Rings player, everyone hates it, but they're like, it wouldn't be Caleb Grace if you didn't have Surge in the game. So
I think everybody hates it in Marvel too.
Well, I don't hate it. I just, if it's abusive, well, when you play Nebula and you get 18 Surge cards in a row, you're like, well, you know what? That was just unpleasant,
I wish they were limited, right? I wish you could not surge into a Surge. I think that might fix it, or not fix it. I mean, it's obviously not broken, but you know what I mean. Like that's where it becomes a problem.
Yeah, I mean, they didn't stop in Lord of the Rings. They didn't put a limit, so I don't see why they would do it in Marvel Champions.
Because Marvel's supposed to be a friendlier game. By the way, we got a lot of stuff. Congratulations from Jay Atkinson again. He says congratulations on 1,000, Steve. And he also asked if you've looked at Earthborn Rangers. And I'm going to guess you haven't, since you said you play 3 games.
Yeah, I don't know what that is. Yeah.
So it was the
Earthborn
former head
Rangers.
of Fantasy Flight. They're kind of trying to make their own living card game, and so that's what we've been really looking into heavy this week. It's much more of an adventure game than an LCG, though. I think that's the conclusion we came into. What was it, last night?
Well, I think it. Yeah. I feel like the term LCG just has a lot of baggage. So I think when you say that, you really have to define what you mean by that. But I think it's an adventure game. I think they can't reliably. I think he had dreams of it being a kind of more readily released model, but then he realized the finances. Turns out really hard to do that kind of release without the machine that has like FG or Asmodee, right?
Well, yeah, you need your own printer, right?
Well, I mean, FG doesn't have its own printer, but you at least need that like kind of, I guess, quantity of production, which if you're starting up a new company, you're not going to have.
Financing it yourself too.
Yeah, financing yourself.
Although I guess not, because now we have Kickstarter, so nobody finances anything themselves.
Yeah.
You know what? Well, I would, yeah, Kickstarter, man. I should definitely look into that. Like, just for my game, I was just thinking about it. Like, yeah, maybe I should look into kickstarting my stuff.
Yeah, no, absolutely. I mean, it's a way to go. The other thing is just like if you want to do sleeves or whatever. I know Etsy's real popular. I don't know how easy it would be for you to get it to the States or whatever, but.
Well, that's the thing. I think, yeah, distribution in the U.S. I think would be my biggest issue. I was looking into Amazon, but Amazon's just such a freaking ripoff. Like I actually look into it. I looked into well, if you do it on Amazon, okay, so how much do you want to sell your thing for? Okay, I want to sell it at a reasonable price so people want to buy it. Okay, well then Amazon is going to charge you for shipping. It's going to charge you a 15% referral fee, a 15% sell fee.
Oh my gosh.
So basically, yeah, I'm like, seriously, I looked into it. So let's say I sell my product for $10 Canadian. All right. Almost $7 goes to Amazon. That's $7 to $8.
That's
so, and then I still have to pay for my product.
Right.
The shipping, the warehouse, the storage, I'm like, it doesn't make sense. I'm like, seriously, I was like, yeah, I want to, but.
Well, I think the best thing to do is maybe do a convention or something like that, or like get a partner in the U.S. I'm not offering. I'm just saying.
No, but I did approach a few people. Like I got Dale that's going to do a review, Dale the Casual Gamer. I'm going to send him some stuff, and he's got a good following as well. So I'm going to send him a few packs so he can kind of just review. I don't know if your channel does reviews on sleeves and stuff like that, so I can send a couple your way as well.
What we do is feature a lot of stuff in our videos, so people are like, "Oh, what's that cool thing?" You know, because I mean, if they're sleeves, you could.
Yeah, I know. I feel like Colin has sold, not like personally sold, but like he does a ton of playthroughs on the original channel, and I guess was the original kind of host, but like he blings out all these games regardless of how much he plays them sometimes, and especially like Lord of the Rings stuff. Like I know the Drax tokens, I think he's made some stuff for Marvel, maybe not, but like I think a ton of people bought stuff because of just watching Colin's playthroughs.
Yeah, because people are like, "Oh, what's that?"
Oh, like
cool
those
thing?
tokens.
Where'd you get that?
Yeah, what's that cool token? Like,
well, that's the idea. Like my Ms. Marvel deck is completely foiled with with those sleeves.
Yeah.
So when I play a Ms. Marvel game, it looks so shiny. Like I even like I said, when I posted like a 30-second video, and people were like, "Where did you get those sleeves? How did you get those sleeves? Where did you like right away?" Like, and that's why I like it. And I actually made these 4 games like Marvel Champions, like Arkham, like games that people like, oh, I want to build my deck. I want my Captain America deck to be, oh, I want to bling
Special,
it out. I'm
yeah.
like, cool. Here's a pack of 50 cards. They're all foil. Or you can just do like I do, which is I just put one pack and I just put all the hero cards in the foil sleeve. And then I keep my other sleeves for the and from like the other
Yeah, you don't want the villains to be you don't want the villains to look shiny.
Yeah, just fling out Ronan.
Oh yeah, Ronan's got his own bling. But what I did is I put all the Milano's got a foil sleeve.
Nice.
Ronan's ship's got a foil sleeve. Nebula's ship, the Badoon ship. So all of the special cards for the villains all have like the foil sleeve. So it's like, oh, it's cool, you know. And like I said, but it's not something that's you don't need it. But if you have it and people that, you know, have some extra cash and you're like, love their game, this is what I do. Like, I love my game. I don't mind. That's why I got this really nice little thingamabobber here or there.
Nice.
It wasn't that nice little display, which was like $150.
Yeah. But no, I mean, I feel like out of all the gamers, LCG gamers are, or like card gamers and stuff, like people who play lifestyle games are more inclined, I think, to bling stuff out because
I got the tokens that you put on the pennies. That's my investment.
Oh yeah, the burger tokens. Yeah, I got those too. I'm like,
yeah, those are cool.
Yeah,
those are cool.
Yeah, I mean, it's just like when you're playing games, so many, like you're putting hundreds of plays annually into a game. You like don't feel it's just like you're getting your money's worth easily.
Absolutely.
Out of like
so Jay says
spending a few extra dollars.
Oh, sorry. Jay says Miss Marvel is foiled, huh? And then he says you need to foil the villain decks. With a big smiley face afterward.
Great pun, Jay.
Nice.
Great pun.
And Wasteland Sniper, going back a little bit, says you can definitely see similarities between Marvel Champions, Arkham Horror, Lord of the Rings, but they definitely have their own ways of implementing those mechanics. And I would say I agree with Marvel Champions and Lord of the Rings. I think Arkham Horror is its own thing.
No, I mean, I think Marvel and Lord of the Rings probably share more because of the designers, but like. I mean, all of it's inspired from Lord of the Rings because MJ also was a designer on Lord of the Rings and actually came in through kind of
Michael Jackson was a designer? Michael Jordan? Which MJ are you talking about? There's still
none of the above.
None of the above. But yeah, they're all unique, I think, in their own way, and are fun. But you know, Arkham Horror has Surge, so you know it's a real, you know, Nate French production. So.
Caleb Grace. I thought you said it was Caleb. It's all Caleb.
Yeah, Caleb loves it, but Nate designed like the keywords, so like it came from Nate. But Caleb ran with it, right? He was just like, oh, Surge, yes, just more.
Well, it leads to swings, right? It's just when it gets abusive, when there's too many of them, is when it becomes problematic. And I think, you know, there was a comment also Jay said earlier. It says, I hate Nebula and Ronan. They need some cards to mitigate Surge. The only thing they have right now is like draw a card, right? Isn't that what it is, or draw two cards?
No, they do have a couple of cards in the marketplace that cancel the card.
Yeah, you have to play campaign.
Oh,
I mean, you have I mean, you do have tech like Black Widow, Protection Black Widow ally cancels the whole card and draws a new one. So you have stuff like that.
So it's still Surges, but it's not.
But you also don't deal with the effect.
So that Black Widow ally cancels fanaticism, which is amazing.
Yeah. Well, it doesn't. It replaces the entire card, right? So you don't.
Correct.
Surge.
Yeah.
Which so it's just like, because if you surge it, you still have to like, it's like worse because you have to like eat the effect, plus you get another card on top of
the
it.
The problem with Black Widow ally though is she could do that once, right? So yeah, you prevent the surge, and then you surge, and then you discard that card and you draw into Shadows of the Past or whatever, right? So like,
I mean, but like if you had surge, like you're still drawing.
Well, that's
into Shadows
true.
Of the Past.
That's
like,
very true.
But and then you have to deal with what, like you could get fanaticism, like Steve's saying, and then you get Shadows of the Past, right? Like that's a real viable option that happens in Ronin.
Yeah.
Oh, like how many times? The thing with Ronin is if you can survive turn 1 and 2, you should be okay. But sometimes after turn 2 is like you're at 1 health. He's already on stage 2. You can't remove threat. You can't. You just there's too much to deal with.
Well, he hits so hard too.
Yeah.
like that's why like most people just play him on easy mode or skirmish mode. I'm like, that's something like I don't mind that they did, but I'm also like I think it was a cop out. And like I said, I'm talking as a playtester because I did play test a couple waves coming down the line.
Wait, did you play test Ronin?
No, dude.
Were you like after playing Ronin, you're like, I got to be a playtester now?
Oh, yeah. No. I wish I would have been there. I wish I would have been there like at the beginning because I was very vocal in some of the design spaces for some of the next stuff coming out, and Michael, I was working with Michael, and he was very, very keen on like, oh yeah, that makes sense. Oh, that's a great idea. There, and listen to a lot of the ideas that we worked on together, which was super, super cool. Like I really felt like, wow, he listened to like the input. And I think me and Brian the Castro is another guy from Canada that we playtested together, and we just spent so much time playtesting the bejesus out of those of that box. And it just, wow.
So we have
fun.
a couple more weeks left. Let us know. Is Thanos worse than Ronin?
I did not play test.
Oh, okay. I was about to say.
So I came in the wave after. So
okay.
The next wave.
All right. Well, we don't.
So
need
you
to
didn't play test like
down.
War Machine or Nebula or any of that stuff.
No, I have an NDA.
Of course.
Yeah.
Don't talk about it.
No, but you didn't play test any of the next cycle then, so it was the cycle after. So like no War Machine, no Nebula, no Hood, none of that. Okay.
I've seen the cards, like I've seen the entire decks, because they wanted us to have that information as we are playtesting,
right.
Just so we have an idea of what to do. Because when we were playtesting, we were just playtesting with the set cards, like from that wave.
Got it.
So the characters. And just trying those, and we're like, okay, well, that doesn't make sense. Oh, well, did you see, like, these are out? Oh, okay. And then, because then they said mix and match stuff that you have already. I'm like, okay, but we did not see any of the Guardians wave and any of that.
Well, I feel like that's weird because, like, isn't the whole premise of some of the stuff that, like, you're not expected to have the entire card pool, right? So, like I should be able to buy core set, like in theory, like how they sell it marketing wise, where they talk about like, oh, you don't need to buy everything, right?
But it does make it easier when you have more options. Obviously, options.
I mean, yes, yeah. But I feel like that was like some of the pushback of the of some of the other LCGs was like you felt like you had to buy everything, and they were trying really hard in this one to do that. But to hear in playtesting like, oh, did you know this awesome stuff also came out? And it's just like, oh, that makes sense. But it's just like, what about players who like buy the core set and then buy this like next wave that you're under NDA for, right? And it's just like, is that viable or playable? I mean, you can't talk about it, but like.
So what we did, is we ran the precons through everything in the scenario and all the way up to a certain point. And we're like, okay, yeah, well, in standard, yeah, that makes perfect sense. Easy. Even in expert, we got through most of it without too much not too much difficulty, but it was still like needed some adjustments. And then we're like, that's why we get the feedback. Yeah, that is a little too easy. That just it just doesn't make sense. It's too complicated.
Right.
It just there's too much stuff going on. And then they try to adjust to what we say. So at least the next box, I can tell it is very well play tested.
That's good.
And
because Galaxy's Most Wanted cannot be played through with the precons, not on standard, and certainly not on expert. I almost made it.
Well, the expectation's never for expert, I think, right?
Yeah,
like that's not.
I almost made it through with Groot. Now I didn't play 2-player. Maybe with Rocket and Groot together, you might be able to get through the standard set.
I mean, people still say it's super hard.
But I got 2 Ronin. I could not beat Ronin with Groot.
But the problem is you have no allies.
Yeah. Because
you have no signature allies in your kits. Rocket and Groot are the signature allies. They're basic. You're playing both heroes, so you're basically you got Bug and you got what was the other one? And Groot's deck, the protection ally, Guardian. There.
The ones there's 4 of or whatever, or 3 of.
No, the guy who returns to your hand.
Yeah, you got Starhawk and you got Bug. Those were your two allies.
Yeah.
So you had one ally, and you see that, and then both of these decks. Now, mind you, you put Star-Lord and Gamora in that box.
Yeah.
Whole different game.
Yeah.
Like,
no, then they would have. Yeah, that would have been
Gamora
beatable. Star-Lord and Gamora are definitely a step up from Rocket and Groot.
And then you play Rocket and Groot, but the thing, Rocket and Groot are more, they're more fun. They're more like they feel more fun.
Right.
But thematically, to go against that Guardians, like I said, Badoon was pretty much the same as we've seen. Like it added a little something,
yeah.
But once you got to Collector, you were stuck.
Yeah.
Like even on Standard, you're stuck because you right away. Rocket is zero. He's garbage because you can't recycle. You can't use his mechanic versus the second villain, and then you're stuck.
I actually beat him with Rocket.
I remember complaining to Peter like
but I was
how hard I was
standard.
having with going through, and Peter was like, "What are you talking about? Collector 2 is so easy."
Collector
and
1.
I kept losing.
Collector 1.
Or yeah, well, Collector 1 on like Expert I was playing on, and Expert Campaign, which is also really hard. Yeah.
You did probably the same thing I did. I'm like, dude, I beat Expert stuff all the time. Like, how hard can this be? Like,
yeah.
And then after being demoralized and destroyed, I'm like, confidence goes to zero. I even stopped playing for like almost a month. Like I was just like, no, I'm fed up. I actually had a distaste for the game for a while just because I was like,
I guess you didn't grow up in the school of hard knocks of Lord of the Rings.
No.
I just went back to it and I brought different decks, and then I realized people were just like, oh no, you should play on Standard Campaign but Expert like villain.
Yeah.
And so that definitely, like, I mean, obviously when you get to Ronin it's like super hard, but like that made the rest of the campaign not easy, but like.
And that's how we ended
winnable.
up playing it on the stream. We did Standard Campaign, so you got all your hit points and everything back each mission. But each villain we did on Expert. And those campaign cards was the big thing. Because that was the big difference.
Yeah, the campaign cards are so terrible on Expert Campaign.
But it makes no sense. You think you'd be rewarded for, getting rid of it. No, you're actually punished for doing good. Which that's where I don't like. I'm like, okay, you want to make it harder, but give me an incentive that when I do take care of it, it actually like, oh yeah, that's worth taking care of. But most of them, you're just like, what's the point?
Yeah.
Well, the side schemes, there's no negative for clearing them. It's like literally everything else, right? It's like.
No. The on Expert Campaign,
on the later ones,
the negative.
Nebula and Ronin
Expert...
for sure. There was negatives.
Yeah, but Ronin. I think Ronin doesn't do anything. But Nebula adds 2 ship counters or 2 evasion counters
when you clear it,
and then Collector adds stuff to his collection. I forget what the second one does, but it does something bad. I think it confuses you or deals you damage or something like that. And then Badoon was the only one that was okay. You discard a card, but on the Standard you drew a card. Okay, on Standard you draw a card, and then on Expert you discard a card. Okay.
Why would I ever clear that?
Like
except for the experience, I guess, is what they were counting on you trying
and
for.
then you got the 2 points. Is it one experience point or 2 experience point?
I felt like it was 2, but I don't know. Maybe it's different on Expert. Jay,
I think it's 1.
Oh gosh.
Oh, maybe it's 1.
Yeah, so it wasn't worth doing.
But the icons are so bad, you have to clear it, right?
Well, but again, not on Standard.
On Standard, it doesn't matter.
Right. Standard, I ignored it completely.
Yeah, it's just like, what's the
after
point?
Badoon.
And that's
Badoon I cleared, and then every other one
the Badoon guy, the Badoon. I actually played a couple games against that modular set, just adding the Badoon Hunter. It's a fun modular set. It's pretty challenging because everything has surge and like almost like 3 pips.
Yeah.
So it adds a lot of that, but it's fun as a unique one. It's
go
not
against it with Scarlet Witch.
Scarlet Witch. Yeah, she's broken though. Like she's just like the fact that you're discarding so many things off the villains deck, it's just like, oh, phew, there goes that worst card. There goes that worst card.
But then you could discard the good cards, right, and deal yourself into the worst cards. And you're going through the deck more often, so you're getting those acceleration tokens. I don't know that it's broken, but she's definitely good. I haven't played her much, though.
Yeah. She's that turbo draw deck is pretty bonkers. I like to play her. When I play her leadership, I actually play Quicksilver. I don't even play her. I just play Quicksilver.
Oh, as the ally?
Oh man, it's so fun. Like I actually use Quicksilver with the get readies, lead from the front door, inspiring presence
to heal him.
And just keep getting. And I have his health up to like 9 or 10, and then like, oh, the boss is attacking me. All right, well I'll defend, and then I'll use my magic shield to protect him. And it's just like, oh, he readies, and because he has so many readies, I'm doing like, I think between 8 and 16 damage consistently every turn.
Yeah.
It's insane.
Yeah, I haven't done much because I just haven't played her very often. I'll have to get back to her at some point. And Quicksilver too. I feel like we kind of skipped over those for whatever reason.
But they came out. The thing is, they're coming out so fast. Yeah. Like I'm actually happy that there's a little bit of a lull.
Yep.
It gives you time to actually enjoy the new packs. Like I wouldn't like if they were like, like 50 days or like. Not just a month apart, but just gives you even every 2 months you get a new pack. It gives you time to actually enjoy and play the new hero. How many people in the chat, like on the Facebook group, are saying, "Well, I have all these packs, but like I have 2 of them that are open." What?
I have 4 unopened packs.
Okay, there you go. See,
but I also play only on here for the most part because I just don't have time to play in person very often. Because whenever I'm
the TTS,
we got 50 billion other games, but I buy them all. I own all of them, but the last 4 are definitely unopened still.
It's tragedy, Peter.
I know.
It's tragedy.
I know. So we do have.
No, I mean, I feel like if you're playing, there's too much content, but like, I feel like every other LCG player would be so envious because there are so many lulls in the oftentimes just because of distribution. Like there's delays in Marvel too, right? Of just shipping and other stuff. Like they've missed plenty of dates, but they've actually been pretty good in the grand scheme of things. But like, I mean, there are times where it's just like 4 or 5 months and you haven't gotten a new pack, right? Or it's like mid cycle, and so like unlike Marvel, like these packs are like part of a set where it's like you know how like you get the campaign box, right? But like imagine if that's split over like the box plus 6 packs afterwards, and there's 4 months between a pack in that cycle, and so like you can't even finish the like campaign.
Well,
right?
and Arkham is the worst because it's literally a story-based game, and so you miss the next. Like you don't get the next part of the story you're waiting 6 months for.
Yeah, you got to wait like months because of some shipping delay or whatever. Or
and then you're stuck on the story. Okay.
Yeah, and so like
it's no good.
Yeah, so like I am happy to have the inverse problem, which is like, oh man, they keep shipping stuff. I guess I'll keep playing.
Well, it's good to have a delay before a big campaign like this, though, right? Because it does let you catch up. We're getting to do some fun stuff.
I feel like one of the downsides, though, of the campaign model, and we've talked about this, Peter, is that it front loads like the new scenarios, and it's nice to be able to kind of go through it all at once. But I did feel like the nice thing was that having it spread out was kind of nice. Of just like I feel like the campaign hits, and since especially because we didn't get a scenario pack this time around, like we got K in the last cycle. It feels like you like.
We're getting the hood. I think.
We're getting the hood, which is awesome.
For the next one.
Did you play when you were doing play testing with those standard 2 and expert 2 cards? How do you feel about them?
All right, you will never play heroic again.
We never played heroic anyway. We just do dumb.
Yeah, I never played heroic to start with.
All right, so yeah.
Do you feel like it really harms like the kind of status builds of just like it is not worth doing them?
Oh no. It really I guess I can't remember what's been revealed or not, so I don't want to talk too much about it just in case.
No, just like the existing like just take like a common Venom build, right? I guess
Hawkeye.
you have like
Let's go Hawkeye.
Like you're playing that tomorrow, right?
Captain status, right?
Yeah, Hawkeye. yeah, like all these arrows with status effects, like I feel like it really hurts the ability to like kind of flip down if you can't get reliably confused because you got to do it twice.
Yeah,
And especially for like concussive blow, that's like it's like super expensive to play concussive blow. That's like your whole hand, right? For some heroes. And so like I don't even know if I would put in a deck if I can't actually
the thing is that is mostly versus solo. That's really gonna hurt the solo players.
Yeah.
Again, this is something that the designers have spoken about, that they want it to be a multiplayer experience. So, okay. So, but I also, I like the stun locking. For me, I don't, if you've seen any of my latest games, I've been avoiding stun locks and confuse locks. Like even when I played that Black Widow, I did that perfect fit deck where I was playing against Drang, and I kept his spear the entire time. So even when I wanted to confuse, like even when I played Covert Ops, I couldn't confuse them, and just trying to keep that, and just trying to play around that. Just since Thanos is going to come in and he's going to be a stalwart, yes, he's still, so he cannot be stunned or confused. So just getting into that mindset and just be like, yeah, okay, gotta start showing like, how do you do this without? And then for one point after like dying to Collector, if you watch some of my games, you're like, where are your allies? I'm playing these decks with no allies.
Yeah.
I'm just no
but
allies.
No allies and no stun and no confuse is real hard.
Yeah, just and still able to showcase like, oh wow, okay, so you don't need it if you're strategic on how you're playing. And again, that's just a little bit of experience. But again, the biggest factor in these games is the randomness of the encounter deck. It's like if you're playing like Rhino, the odds are you're gonna get something. Maybe you get attacked one more time, yeah, whatever. But if you're playing against Ronin, you're like, oh, I'm gonna get surged, attack, 2 side schemes, and this. I'm like, okay, well, game over.
Right.
So I think that's where it like for Nebula is the worst, because Nebula is, if you do not stun and confuse her, she almost feels impossible, especially on expert. Once she starts getting 3 or 4 attachments, you have no hand. Like, okay, so I'm placing 2 threat, discarding 2 cards, I get stunned, and sometimes it all happens. Like if she's got like 10 or 12 in the deck.
Yeah.
And then, if you get 4 or 5 of them at the same time, you're like,
well, Star-Lord seems real bad against Nebula. You just have to play the way we played that last game, which is almost play them straight up and only draw the extra cards if you really, really need it. Or, like, if it's going to be the last turn, obviously, you just go whole hog. You don't care at that point.
Go, yeah. Big.
All right. So Jay Atkinson says Badoon was kind of like Zola, but popping damage instead of minions. And he also says, you also got punished for doing well between campaign scenarios, particularly Nebula.
Oh yeah, it made no sense. You're going into the villain. Oh yeah, all right. I got the Power Stone, and I got like no evasion counters. Yeah, I did super awesome. And then Ronan says, "Well, fool."
Right.
Stand accused, right?
You stand accused right away. So you start with an extra attack.
Well, I'll tell you.
An extra attack.
When Terence and I did the campaign, I wouldn't say cheated.
I cheated because I knew.
But we knew going in we didn't want the Power Stone.
I had the Time Stone, so I saw into the future.
Right.
Out of all the possibilities, that in order to win, we had to play this
So
one
we
way.
literally let her take the stone from us before the end and plink the last damage on in the last turn, if you watch our playthrough on the channel, intentionally, so we didn't have to have the stone going into that next mission. I mean, there's some strategy to
because
that
you
as
get
well.
it anyway. This is what makes no sense, is you get it anyway.
Right.
You still
because you capture her, so of course you get the stone.
So that's what but if you finished with the stone, I'm like, I would understand if she had the stone, then okay, then punish it. Like you get a punishment for that. But I thought that was so weird. You finish with the stone, so you have to let her.
Yeah, they definitely felt like they did a ton of stuff to balance the like campaign cards or trying to like the power curve, right?
But the problem is those campaign cards, as good as they are, like all the Milano upgrades and stuff, if they had the setup ability and they would just come into play, great, not a problem. The fact that you have to add them to your deck
and dig for them
is now you're like, okay, well, now my deck of 40 cards now has 46 cards, or if I had a 42 card deck, I'm at the 47 cards, and then then you have just this massive deck, and then like you're not seeing your key cards, so then you're vulnerable at the same time, because I can play these cards, but they might not be like in my hand, or like, okay, I
mean, at least the event cards have usually draw one, so that was nice.
They replace themselves.
They
at least replace themselves, but the the permanents definitely do not, but they're pretty strong, right? They're pretty strong in the like over the course of the game, but not like necessarily make or break that turn like the event cards are. So you're definitely somewhat taking a hit, but I mean, I don't know. Free 2 damage every turn turns out pretty good for the rest of the game.
Jay says he agrees with us that Milano upgrade should have started with the setup keyword, or agrees with you, Steve. He also said it makes it much more fun to play and rewarding, and makes more thematic sense. Although the only thing I'm going to argue against is the thematic sense, because it was weird fighting against the Collector without a ship, but you got the Milano guns like shooting at everything.
Yeah, you just took it with you, man.
You just pulled the gun off.
What you do is like, okay, so you attach to the Milano. So it's super simple phrase. Set up, attach to Milano. Milano's not in play, you don't get those cards. Like that's it. They get attached to the Milano. If the Milano's in play, great, you get them. She's not attached, then they're not there.
No, I'm just saying in general.
Very easy.
Not even the setup part of it. I'm just saying in general, it was weird that I was fighting without the Milano. I wasn't in one of the space missions, yet I still had the guns and stuff like that. Hey, look, I wasn't complaining. I needed all the help I could get, but it did feel kind of disconnected.
Which game were you thinking about?
Well, like Collectors. Both of the Collectors. The first Collector specifically, there's no Milano, right? The ship's in the dock or whatever.
Correct.
Right? And I got the Milano guns and the Milano scanning screen or whatever else. I'm like, all right.
Yeah, I think that actually like what Steve says would be really cool, especially for that Escape the Museum, because then it becomes a really interesting decision of whether you want to race to get, like, I'll take those encounter cards to unlock the ship, because then I get all those things in play, right? It's actually kind of a cool mechanism.
Yeah, because you don't get the Milano to the second half of that mission, but you'd have the upgrades from the beginning, or not the beginning, but you do get them earlier typically than you get to the ship.
Because that would have made, again, if I would have been a playtester back then, that is something I would have definitely suggested. Like, guys, just attached to the Milano. Set up attached to Milano. Okay, well, the Milano is not in, we're not playing then. Okay, so remove those cards from your deck, so they're not dead cards in your deck. So it just makes more sense.
Yeah.
For me.
No, thematically, you're absolutely right. We did get some.
And then, if you're going thematically of like, okay, so she's gonna evade. Okay, but how are we fighting? So I was just thinking about it the other day. I was like, okay, so playing against Nebula, so she's on her ship, or are we on her ship?
Right.
And then she's evading us. But how are we fighting her if she's on her ship and we're on our ship? I was like,
you can't think too hard about it, man.
You can't think too hard, man.
Don't think too much.
It is fun. I mean, that's all the bottom line is. Well, maybe not always, but especially when you talk about Nebula and some of the Collector missions. But Collector 2, I think is good. We haven't played that one in a while, so maybe that's another one we play soon. I also want to get back to Ant-Man. I don't know why. I want to do something with his tiny side. Like everybody, it always feels like his big side is the one you want to go to, do lots of damage. But I like those army ants.
You use all the sides, right? Like you flip.
Exactly. He's a flippy floppy
man.
Right,
but I want to see if I can.
I feel like Wasp is the one that people oftentimes will try to build around a single side. Yeah. More than Ant-Man for sure.
But that's what I'm saying.
Wasp
I want to
so
do an Ant-Man
giant side,
tiny side deck.
Ant-Man. Yeah.
Like just little Ant-Man. Ant-Man Jr. Ant-Man's kids, the little ones.
Yeah, but I think you're gonna have trouble trying to find it thematically. But you could always try that megaton punch that I showcased a while back, where you're basically tinning your deck out to like 5 cards, and then you're just getting like 15, 20, 30 encounter cards in front of you.
Nice.
But you keep doing the moxie plus the flip, and then you overpay, and then you shuffle your deck, and then you just and every time you flip, you deal a damage, and then his power goes up by 2 every time you do it.
Seems
So
good.
every time you flip, and then you do 1 attack for like 60 damage or 70 damage. I forget how much you can go up to.
See, this is what happens when you don't put limits on cards.
Yeah,
Right.
like the resize should have been once per round, because it's too good.
Jay says, "Yep, Wasp is better on Giant, which doesn't make sense to me, but I'm old school from Janet Pym Wasp days." Yeah, because I mean,
There's some good tiny builds for Wasp too.
yeah,
I think Wasp aggression is super solid, and again, Wasp in basics is just broken. Just plays it so much fun. I put out like a 5-6 decks when I first got her. I was like, yeah, this, and now with Ever Vigilant, now she's like in protection, she's even better, and then she just keeps cycling all these really cool events and getting ready. But the thing is, you want to use, and this is where a lot of people don't like. Same thing for Ms. Marvel. People don't like going to Alter Ego, for some reason.
Well, that's because it's really hard to do in true solo, because it in some
Confuse,
villains
for sure.
it's like a loss condition, right? Yeah, without Confuse, it's a loss condition, right?
Yeah.
Like, you just can't afford. It's not that you like. I feel like lots of people would like to go to Alter Ego. It's just like they've lost enough times when they've done it that it becomes like this like learned response, right? It's just like it feels bad because you're just like, ooh, like you're gambling a little bit.
Yeah, well, again, obviously, like if you're fighting guys like Rhino, who's got only the 2 advances to worry about, whatever. Like Claw also only has the 2 advances to worry about. Once you get to Ultron has the Rages of Ultron plus the advances, so there's like 4 cards that can make him scheme out of turn. But once you remember this and take a look at the encounter deck, oh, look, I saw this go by. Oh, I saw this go by. All right, so there's only 1 advance left in the deck. So then it's playing the odds. So if you play the odds a little bit, you should be okay.
Sometimes it's bad to bet against House. Collector 1's actually kind of bad, though, because he has 2 cards on top of the advances, right?
Which one?
Like the Collector.
Yeah. The Collector schemes.
And he only has 1 card, right? So it's 1 card plus 4 advances in the deck, where the other advances... Well, actually, no, I guess the other advances... Yeah, the other advances are +1, and they only advance if you are on Alter Ego.
Yeah.
Which is actually the side I guess you care about, right? So.
Oh, yeah.
All right,
definitely,
fellas, it's 1:15 in the morning.
Oh, it is. Holy smokes! Yeah, my kids are waking up soon. All right. Hey, I was going to say Brent, Peter, Terence, thanks for having me on.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Pleasure.
Yep.
And tomorrow I'm gonna run the gambit with that Rocket Justice deck, or run the gambit, run the gauntlet, whatever it is. See, I'm out of it.
Where you are going to abuse stun before those standard 2 cards
Darn
come
right.
out, right?
Well, confused.
Or
not
confused,
stunned,
right?
Not stunned.
Yeah.
So I'll be flipping.
Confused.
You want to see Flippy Floppy in? Watch tomorrow's confused decks. That'll definitely be lots of flipping.
I'll send you a list for Venomized Rocket Raccoon.
Oh, the 2 together combined, Rocket and Venom.
Yeah, Venomized Raccoon.
Nice. Yeah, we actually played Venom and Rocket together, because there's actually, I found a cartoon picture of Rocket with Venom like on him, like with the Venom skin. So that's pretty cool. That actually was apparently a thing in a cartoon at one point, I guess. But
it's actually the Venomverse. Well, not Venomverse. What's it called? The
Spider-Verse?
No, yeah,
it's Black King.
Yeah, there's
King of Black.
Yeah, King of Black, and it's all these Venomized characters, like Venomized Hulk, Venomized Wolverine, Venomized Deadpool. All of the characters Venomized.
The Carnage, Mary Jane.
Yeah, that was.
Jay laughed and he said symbiote raccoon. Nice.
Yeah.
All right, Jay, and everybody else in the chat, thank you for staying with us so long. It's fun, man. We all love Marvel Champions. You can tell when we can't stop talking about it. So
yeah.
And
all right, I'm gonna say good night, guys.
Night, everybody.
Yep. Have a good night.
Bye.
Bye-bye.